Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. It's Sunday, it's the end of the week, it's the first Sunday in August in fact, and it's time for us to jump in to some good old Warframe. Hello, welcome one and all, hope you're doing well where you guys are around the world today. Hello there Leonly, hello there Chick Noodle, hello there War Daddy, hello Solidor, hello Snore, hello Corella with a Glock, hello F King, hello Quintus, hello Leonard, welcome to the stream by the way, hello Animalic, hello JJ, hello Max and Madge, hello Gimme the Greens, hello Snake Raider, how are we all doing? Oh, and Snake Raider, I saw you hydrate there. It was before the camera, but you know, sure. Cheers all the same. Welcome guys, how are we all doing? Hope you're doing well where you guys are. And all of that good stuff. Oh, it's been a bit of a busy weekend for me. It's been a busy weekend. How's my Sunday? Yeah, there we are. I sensed the question coming. Sensed it coming. But yeah, been doing a lot of work over the last couple of days just because of how things have landed. Videos have had to be switched and mixed around, but there should be a video going up tomorrow. The video's all been rendered, it just needs to go up onto the channel, processed, and slap a thumbnail on it. So you guys can look forward to that tomorrow evening. Or tomorrow, whatever, in your own time zone. Evening in the real time zone, you know. Everywhere else is just an alteration, let's be honest. But yeah, there'll be a video going up tomorrow for you guys to have a good old gander at, and it's not a short one. In fact, let me just have a quick little peekerinos at my file here. There we go. Details, 21 minutes. Yeah. I do a little bit of talking. I do a little bit of talking. Leonie say on PHP regular now? You do seem to be popping up a few times. I guess you are regular, yeah. I guess you are. Hello there, Jetta Prime. You used Yo DJ to say hope everybody is doing good. That's a funky one. That's walking straight up to the booth. Yo, just want to say, hope everyone's having a great evening. Peace. Fair do, my dude. Fair do. Alrighty then. So today, as the stream title suggests, as the Go Live music. Sorry, Go Live music. I read music at the same time as I went to say a message. As the Go Live message suggested, today we're going to be getting a whole bunch of duckers. So I'm hoping that these Void Fishes are going to give us some nice ones today. So not a bunch of defenses and survivals. We'll hopefully have some good ones after the sortie, because that always comes first. Always comes first. So guys, if you do want to join in on today's sortie, send me a message in game, the Kengineer. I'll bring you into the squad and we'll crank that out. And Korokop, cheers. Appreciate it. And here we go. We got the first join. That is going to be Cephalon Rage. This is a little bit bigger than usual. Let me just shrink that down. There we go. In comes Cephalon Rage. Do I have a Harrow Steel Path build / do I like Harrow? I do like Harrow. Harrow is a very active frame. He's a very skill-based frame, but he is also a impressively synergized frame. So what that means is, of course, his abilities work together very well. Not because they're told to work together. They're not forced to work together. It's just that what they do helps each other out. It's like that, now for example, his first ability, Condemn, locking enemies in place whilst giving you shields. The shields is a benefit to the fact that his second ability uses shields, but in itself isn't just powering up the second ability. It also holds them in place, making it where you can headshot enemies more easily, but it doesn't gravitate the bullets just to power up his fourth ability. So I do love that about him. In terms of a build, I don't know if I actually have a Harrow Steel Path build. Not one specifically. I do have Harrow builds, but Harrow Steel Path? That's a good question. That is a good question. Is this a Steel Path build? I mean, it's a build. It's got adaptation, it's got Prime Sure-Footed, and it's got, you know, good old Harrow crowd control. Vitality for the extra safety. This is just a very safe, allow yourself to mess up kind of approach, but it works. It's a basic one. It is a basic one. But yeah, so we'll be doing the sortie as per standard, and then we'll be cracking on with us getting some prime parts. Which prime parts? Doesn't matter. All of them. As many as we can. Okay, so that's how you doing today. Alright, so we've got a mobile defense with augmented enemy shields, we've got a survival with X-Men Stronghold, and an assassination with enemy elemental enhancement. If we've got augmented enemy shields, I want Toxin. Just to make it even easier. Arrow never made much sense to you? Well, pay attention. Maybe this run will be a bit of a lesson for you. Let's see, what do I want to bring in this case? I'm going to bring... Actually, yeah, why not just use this and take out that or that. There we go. Oh, wait, I've already got it in here. I knew that. There we go. We'll just maximize the toxin. I'm going to leave a mod out because it doesn't matter. It's still going to be strong enough. Have I discovered any bugs lately? Discovered? Probably not. Noticed? Well, it's bug frame for a reason. It's bug frame for a reason. Let's get cracking.
You must be poor.
Do I have any more ideas or solutions regarding AoE meta since Wednesday? I've been thinking over bits and pieces, Cop. There is going to be a big old video from me coming out tomorrow with all the details on that. So I've given it my all. I've broken down as much of the detail as I can, scrubbed out the rambling, taken out the distractions, and nailed it right the way down to the most important bits and pieces about the entire concept of the AoE meta. But yeah, look forward to that tomorrow. Well, Shin Wizard, welcome to the stream. Welcome to Warframe entirely. New to the game, just discovered it a few days ago, my dude. Biggest thing I can say for you, dude. Biggest thing I can say for you, make your way through the quests. Absolutely make your way through the quests, because that unlocks a whole load of stuff. The further you go, the more it unlocks, and it gets absolutely insane. It does. Plus, you pick up a load of nice gear along the way, and hey, that's always fun. This is a looter-shooter after all. Do some shoot, do some loot, and quests give you even more loot. Welcome to Warframe, my dude. We're a little bit above a few days in here, obviously, so you might get a little bit spoilery at times, so just pay no attention to the man behind the curtain, as it were. It's always good to see how many new people are constantly joining Warframe, though. It's always good to see.
Get to a terminal and prepare for enemy resistance.
Stream turned hostile? I don't know if the stream turned hostile. Honestly, not sure where you're getting that one on, but alright. Joke redeeming the good vibes? Cheers, dude. Cheers, dude. What login day am I on now? I'm not entirely sure, to be honest with you. It's over 1,000, I think. Gotta be over 1,000 by now. But I actually don't have any idea. It kind of reached a point where I just went, I log in. I do stuff. The poll discussion? I'm not sure on that, Kark. I'm not sure where you're at, my dude. What is line of sight in terms of AoE? So, say for example, here, let's get an example. You see this dude right here? He's about to die to something, but I'm going to shoot here. You see how I hit him? I have absolutely no line of sight to him because this console was in the way, and quite substantially. It's not a tiny thing, that. It's a bit of a blockage. Likewise here, that guy there, killed him through the wall. You saw the damage hit. I killed him through the wall. That is a lack of line of sight requirements. The line of sight in AoE is saying, is a suggestion to mitigate how powerful it is by saying the projectile, wherever the explosion is coming from, must have an unblocked line of sight, not even through glass, to the target. That's its suggestion, basically. Just a question, has any platform finished the Fenmore event yet? I don't remember anything about a Fenmore event right now. Or if there is one, I've just not paid attention. Some strong glass? Yeah, you know, it's space glass. It's probably not even glass, it's probably transparent aluminium, which is a thing. If you do enough jiggery-pokery with various materials, different allotropes and whatnot, messes with the compositions, you can make things transparent, even though they are extremely durable, rather than just glass, glass, glass. Glass is just easy to make. So yeah, this is probably some kind of space metal that is just translucent. Pick a frame is not going to be back in the short term. I'm rocking a few streams without it, and we'll see how things roll. We'll see how things roll. 2.5 days left, Switch is still at 75%. Oh dear. Uh-oh. That does not sound good for the Switch. I noticed that I'm not actually using much in the way of Harrow's kit right now, but it's fine. Oh, he's got enhanced shields, hasn't he? Yeah, we ain't killing that. Apparently, I'm not even doing damage, so I'm just gonna go. Orbisex on another level. I mean, it is futuristic sci-fi. We do have access to the Void. Wonder what will happen to the destroyed relays when crossplay eventually comes? I don't know. I mean, crossplay might just be for missions only. They might rebuild the relays. They might wipe them all out and start with a fresh new setup. They might go wibbly wobbly, timey wimey. Relays exist in one realm but not another. Eternalism. I don't know. They could take it any which way, and that's the point of it. They really could just take it any which way, so we just have to wait and see on that one. Oh, look at that. Endless energy. Gotta love it. I can genuinely not even see where those enemies are. I just know they are somewhere down there because of the radar. Full random loadout is gone as well? It is temporarily gone as well, yes. I say temporarily, it's gone. It may come back. It's not banned, but it is gone. Transparent metal sounds like some space heresy. No, no, no. You see, the tech priest ordains this because it allows them, through the grace of their worship of the technology, to see beyond the veil. Okay, so the tech priests have ordained this. I mean, I think that was a tech right there, so, you know, you can ask him if you don't believe me. I mean, he might be dead, but you can still ask him. Wibbly wobbly. Yeah, I get what you mean there, Crown Ladybug. It all comes down to how do you want to approach cross-save and cross-play bits and pieces. Archer, I would bring you in, but you asked after we joined in. I don't know if we can bring you in now, like if you'd want to join in now, as you've probably just done that mission yourself. Snore of accuracy? Yeah. Let's see, he is using... Glade Prime, that'll do it, yeah. If you do most of your kills with Glade Prime and then some with something else, that can probably just pick it over. Excuse me, sorry, that slipped out. And yeah, there we are. All melee kills, that's what's doing it. Alright, excuse me, that really slipped out mid-sentence there. Alright, we'll bring in Archer. I'm also going to switch to friends and invite only temporarily. And we'll say, look at the AI on the ship, how the voice gets broken in dark at times. Yeah, Ordis has some moments. Ordis definitely has some moments. Alright, Archer, we'll give you moments whilst you extract on that dude. Why is Glade Prime so expensive? It's currently vaulted, and it is also the single strongest melee weapon in the game by quite a margin. On the thrown heavy attack, charge throw, heavy attack, I've got a base of 7,000 damage, and then it crits, which will multiply that 4.4 times over almost every single time. It has a force slash proc, which means the armored units... What armor? Who cares? The radius on it is absolutely bonkers. This is a melee weapon, by the way. No reloading or anything like that. And it has no fall off whatsoever, so it's hitting full damage out to that 7.8. This is a higher range than the lens, if I recall correctly. Obviously, you can mod the lens for more range, but that's a higher range than the lens, and the lens has a fall off and a delay. I have a glyph now? I do indeed have a glyph, Nick. Exclamation mark glyph. My dude. Is a thing. Ogres didn't do much on the corpus. I mean, Snore, it didn't look like you fired it. You didn't kill anything. I mean, if you didn't mod it for Toxin, that'll probably be part of it. They do have enhanced shields on that one. Alright, let's do the survival. Let's do the survival. And as that loads up, I'm going to switch gun around so that my primary is... Fenmore. Yeah. Flame explosion somehow silent? True, yeah, it's melee. It's melee. Oh, we get more focus schools in the future? I don't know if I'd really want more focus schools, to be honest. Like, there's already difficulty finding space for all 5 that exist
Creates the ship from
in
much
normal
needed
gameplay.
supplies.
I don't know what will be added to 2 more to make them competitive
They have
whilst
just
also
shut
not
down
pushing
all
out others.
systems. I'm sending life support capsules your way.
Alright, let's see if I can get some charge here. I always hate trying to gain charge against the Corvus because they, it's all those mowers, honestly. The mowers just annoy me when it comes to trying to get headshots. Alright, let's do this. Now I know that actually the Fenmore doesn't want crits, but I'm giving out the crits to my allies. Or at least I would be, except none of them are near me. Where did they all go? There's a brilliant room to hold, and they're all just gone. So I'm going to find a way to get rid of this crit buff then, seeing as no one needed it. You can't go out of bounds in this room. I'll just let it time out. It's only a few seconds. This build is a short-lived one. I should grow a mustache like Nathaniel? No. Facial hair and me do not go together. No, 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 no. I am quite happy being clean shaven. No facial hair for me, thank you very much. It wouldn't look good anyway. Have I tried the Zartus bug? I haven't tried it as yet. No, Snore. It's clearly not an intended bug, like, that shouldn't happen. So, yeah, we won't dwell on that one. Pretty exploity, to be honest. Do I think they'll ever add the 3rd orb in the lake? I mean, give infinite monkeys infinite typewriters and an infinite amount of time? Sure, yeah. They might do it. They've mentioned it. They've given the platform for it to exist, as it were. And they've created the idea. Whether they'll actually implement it or focus on other stuff, well, so far they've focused on other stuff. Your guess is as good as anyone's on if they actually implement it. I mean, Nick, if people want a skin for Eurali, they can have a skin for Eurali. I don't really care for her, so sure. Look at that, just giving out crits to everyone and ruining my DPS in the process. But it's a sortie we don't get. I actually cover the whole level scaling bit as part of the video that's coming out tomorrow, which sheds some further light on that. Basically just how I see it. Give me a thing. There we are. Got a new empire. And now the statue shall move. There we are. We changed the map. Interaction like never seen before. Well. Oh hey, we got the full 50% on the crits. Well, someone's going to be enjoying it a little bit extra. I'm going to be enjoying it a little bit worse. But again, the level of mission. Jim was saying, do I need to just complete quests on planets or should I replay grind on planet for a while? Do basically what you feel like doing, what gets you towards what you want, Shin Wizard. Oh, hello. I don't know what that is. So say, for example, you're trying to get a new Warframe, if that's what you're trying to do, then you would go to where that Warframe is dropped, and you would do that mission repeatedly until you get said Warframe. And then, if you haven't got the resources to build him, or her, you would then go to the missions or planets required to get those resources. That's the kind of loop you're looking at. And if in doubt, do quests. Because either you can do a quest, which potentially will unlock either more story, more stuff, or both, or you need to do something else to get that quest, in which case, hey, there you are, something else to do instead. It might be complete this planet, it might be do that kind of mission, it might be unlock this kind of thing. There are various requirements of the quests. They work as a nice guide to Kind of just bring you through the different things you can encounter. But once you have gone through a bunch of quests or a bunch of unlocks, you will find yourself going back to certain missions and doing them repeatedly or for endurance runs to get yourself a bunch of resources. Like, for example, a lot of people will get stuck on polymer bundles, certainly earlier game, and so polymer bundles are farmed quite a lot on Uranus. Orokin cells, they're farmed on Ceres and Saturn, that kind of thing. Is that new carrier fashion? I actually did that just for a single mission in a video, and then I just didn't switch them. So it's because I... Oh, okay. There we are. It's just because I didn't switch them around. But it is a new look for them, yeah. Temporary, but it is new. Is there a requested frame for next mission? No, there's no pick a frame. Pick a frame's not active this stream. Alright, we got 4.5 minutes left on this one. Survival's always a very long one on the sorties. 10 minutes is actually quite a while for a mission. Especially as it's one of 3. Let's see, everyone is completely topped up on energy because we're all really high level people, so everyone's got everything they need. One downside of support frames is that when everyone builds expecting to just need to carry themselves, the support kind of doesn't need to exist. The support works best when people build expecting the support to be there to cover for them, which means then people can theoretically mod for more damage, more mobility, more control, instead of more healing and energy. But generally speaking, people don't mod that way. Why would you leave yourself missing certain components in your build? Because you can't expect a Harrow to be there. That does make him rather a lot weaker in your general missions. Yo, Shin Wizard, thank you for subscribing at tier 1. Welcome to the channel proper, my dude. Huh. Cheers. Enjoy your lovely new blue badge, your emotes to go with it. And if you're on Discord as well, access to the supporter tea lounge over there. My dude. Harrow doesn't need power strength. Harrow can use power strength, yes. He doesn't need it, but he can use it. More power strength does lead to more benefits for him in certain areas. So, for example, he will gain more shields from his 1. I believe he gains increased attack speed from his 2. He'll gain more energy conversion from his 3. And the crit scaling will be faster on his 4. Which is useful if you're not actively trying to get absolutely smashed. Yeah, Harrow is a combat support. Like, rather than being a medic that sits at the back, he's more like a D&D cleric who is there to help you out and also absolutely smash some faces whilst doing so. He doesn't need a whole lot of kills to make his kit happen. Like, some people are like, oh, but Harrow needs to get CPS, he needs kills, blah, 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 blah. Look. Look, look, look. If I don't die whilst charging that... There we are. Okay, I did die whilst charging that. I was too busy trying to land a headshot whilst not paying attention to my health. That was dumb. So that headshot there is 149.6 energy. Basically 150 energy. A couple shots, couple headshots. 300 energy. 300. Now, how many people are quickly going through that much energy? I'll tell you how many, not many. So he doesn't actually need that many kills to activate his kit. What is Harrow's nickname? Arrow. Unless it's a nickname made up by someone who's not actually part of the world lore, in which case, well, it's just someone. Arrow feels broken sometimes. If every frame was appropriately balanced in this game, they'd all feel broken sometimes. This is the way it should work out. Everyone should feel just too good at some point or something. Like how Ivara's just bonkers for stealth. You got Nezha, Rhino, Revenants, they just laugh at the idea of people taking lethal damage. And status procs? What even is status procs? I have no concept of that. That thing you apply to enemies, right? Saren is the ultimate weapons platform, with Gal's not far behind. A solid frame feels broken. I've said for quite a long time now, Warframe is a game designed to be cheesed. If you feel like you're cheesing it, you're doing it right. His original name was Rel? No, Rel was not the name of the Warframe. Rel was the name of the Tenno. Also, spoilers for people who haven't done that. Hello, Space Cadet. How you doing? You can't have a look at that in the mission, Leone. We'll have to have a look at that another time. We're cracking through Sortie for now. There we go. I'll put that decoration down at some point. I'll probably eventually remember I own it. Maybe not straight away. Speaking of cheesing, bring a Wisp with aim glide mods to stealth MR tests. Yeah, Wisp is an option there. I actually use Banshee for it because the first of the stealth tests, MR9, you probably get access to that a lot quicker than you get access to Wisp. With Banshee and a Gunblade, the Gunblade is silent because it's on Banshee, and so the enemies just have no idea you're firing off this hand shotgun that's hitting them across the map. I get what you're saying, Jetta, but it's still not quite right to say, well, he is called Rel. Because no, that is not Rel. It's just incorrect. Skullbroker saying, question, I main Nidus but can't find any backstory on him. Do you know it? He is a Warframe and Ballast Lies. That's about all I know about Nidus. That's really about it. Let's switch up. What was the next mission again? I forgot which one. And yes, we'll do the prediction. So I know. It's the assassination. Alright, it's Phobos. Right, we're going to start the prediction right now, guys, because it is that assassination. So what reward do you think we'll get from this exceedingly short final mission of the sortie? Is it going to be a NASA Sculpture? Is it going to be Riven? Is it going to be a booster or something else entirely? We're going to walk this one in with Wisp. We're going to float this one in. This is going to be an exceedingly short mission, guys. Shin Wizard with another question. Keep coming across these people locked into something. I have to offer a coin, or maybe it's an altar type deal. Yeah, so you'll find out more about that, Shin Wizard, as you complete further quests. At the moment, you do not have access to that information, so complete some more quests. Alright, Archer, we'll force start the mission. Hopefully you'll join us. Yeah, I'll tell you more about that one, Shin Wizard, but it is quite literally quest detail, so get around to it. Well, I buffed up Snore at least. Saffron Rage will just have to go without. Archer needing an invite. There we go. Because Warframe do be like that. Slowly but surely we're making our way over to him. He's probably going to instantly evaporate before I can even get there, isn't he? Please don't evaporate. 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 He didn't evaporate. Good. Laser beam. He's dead. Let's go. Pineapple, but not Ireton, an actual pineapple. I mean, that would be a very odd reward, but it could happen. I don't know if I even hit the boss. I've killed 2 things apparently, but yeah, I just kind of got to his general location, activated a laser beam, then it said he was dead. And it's a NASA sculpture. It's a pineapple. It's a pineapple today, guys. Oh well, that's a shame. To those of you who guessed a NASA sculpture, yeah, absolutely correct. Do I think the sergeant should be reworked, and how? I do think he should be reworked. How? Turn him into a boss. The how as to what kind of boss? Well, I'm not about to design an entirely new boss now. But absolutely should be turned into an actual boss fight. That's just, yeah. You get to that as a boss fight, certainly considering that it's after the Mars one. You get to that and you're like, is that it? Like, is that it? I can't get over how fast a Tenno can move. Anyone use Grendel Warframe? Oh yeah, I've used them all, mate. I've kind of used them all, except for Excalibur Prime, but that's because, you know, I can't go back in time. Yeah. And invulnerability phases? Oh, please no. Not more invulnerability phases. Not more invulnerability phases. Never seen me use Excalibur? That's because I don't really like using them. I'm not a fan of the swordy dude. I'm not a fan. Like, yeah. I'll bring him out of this mission because why not? Yeah. I'm just not that enthralled with what he does. That's just how it be with me. I did have the augments. Let's see. Do I want to swap that in here somewhere? Sure. Let's do that. Apparently that was a Nightwave challenge. Okay, cool. I haven't only. Let's have a look here. Is this good against Sisters of Parvos? Kuva Hex. Well, it's a Kuva Hex, probably. That should be in your Excellent slot. Do that. Do that, please. Please do that. And maybe fill this in. That'd be amazing. If you're at the stage where you've got Kuva weapons and you're forming them up to 80, you can get an Arcane. They're like 10 plat. Let's have a look at the rest here. So we've got point blank for 90% damage. That's another reason to get the Arcane. That's 90%. This will be 360 properly stacked. Yeah, that's huge. Hell's Chamber again. Galvanized mod would be amazing. If you could work on that, that'd be great. You've got crit deceleration, good pickup. Ravage, primed will be better, but yeah, like prime point blank would be better as well. Cleanse Corpus. Didn't you say Lich? No, Sister of Parvos. I said Lich. Alright, Damage Corpus does help out. It'd be better to have that fully ranked up. You've got the space for it, so please do. And then once you got this moved over, you're going to have space for another slot as well. Now, let's have a look at your damage type here. I'm going to guess it's meant to be viral. Because you've got just cold on here. I'm going to assume you've got a Toxin Kuva Hex. And so I'll turn it into viral. And what you can do with this moved over is add in Hunter Munitions to get some slash going as well. The alternative is to focus on switching over to Corrosive, because Corrosive just kind of tears through them as well. But yeah, this is a build for someone who's not got any of the Steel Path upgrades. And you really should be looking at that. If you're at the stage where you've got a Kuva Hex fully formed, you should then be looking at getting your Steel Path upgrades. Is there a space for you? Apparently, Archer is stepping back to play something else. Alright, take care, Archer. Yes, LU, there is a space for you. What have we got? Alright, guys. We've messed with saucy stuff. We've done that in bits and pieces. Let's get cracking on with some Void Fishers. I'm just going to turn off the in-game message sound at some point. I can only follow one chat at once, and that one's hidden from me, so I'm not even looking. Let's see what we got. We got Sabotage, we got Mobile Defense, Rescue, Survival, Rescue, Inception, Crossfire on Mars. What kind of crossfire is Crossfire on Mars?
The void has chosen me as its prophet.
What mission was that one?
Prophet.
Not fully formed, you don't have Steel Path unlocked yet. Okay. Not fully formed. I don't know why it's showing me as fully formed then. That's a bit weird. Fair enough. And as for not having Steel Path unlocked, well, there you go, Leonly. Something to get cracking on. That is definitely something to get cracking on, because your power will jump through the roof once you got hold of Galvanized mods and the Arcanes. Crazy. Altor, let's see. Altor is this one here, Crossfire Exterminate. Okay, so we got a bunch of options. To be honest, this one's probably the best for us. This one's probably the best. We'll do this one. And let's see, have I got some shiny relics for you guys? This is dual carriers, so why not? Let's bring it. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Sorry, give me greens. I feel like it's a reference I should get, but I just don't. Yeah. God, this is a lot of drones. Alright, we're going to crack open some relics. I have, of course, got Warframe info up and loaded. Let me just make sure you guys can see it on your screens when it shows, because currently I don't think you can. Now you can. There we are. Good thing I thought about that. Who are we waiting on? Snore! There we are. Cool. We've got G8, K9, S12, and the K6 Radiant. Beautiful. Remember Space Dad? I don't believe anyone refers to him as Space Dad, but okay.
I need you to sabotage this ship's reactor.
Alright, played out. Enemies slash. Choppity choppity chop chop chop. Let's just kill them all.
But I am unable to pinpoint their exact location. Search them out if you are willing to shoulder the added risk.
You mean Step Space Dad? I mean, he's more of just a brother. Slightly angry brother. You know, cousin that went through a lot of shit. That implies a certain lineage that really isn't there. I still think I have my effects turned up really high, don't I? Yeah, let's fix that. I'm not able to see the screen sometimes. I don't like that. There we go. Now we can see the screen. Yeah, it also means that my ability is now a lot more bland. But at least I can... Oh, God, down. But at least when someone fires off a nuke in my face, it doesn't actually have the brightness of the sun. There was an enemy here. Oh, there they are. I was wondering that. Why are they not dead? I'm swinging in their direction. Eliu's got that. I should probably be standing over here ready for both of them to grab the bits and pieces. Then I'll grab... Here's this side, isn't it?
Now is your chance to
grab that, thank you.
Use whatever you can to make sure it never works again.
Oh, he's got this, that's fine. Hello, Gidlix. You're not that late. We've done the sortie, but this is the first of the fissures. Reminds me I need to make sure everyone gets reaccent. This poison noise when the door didn't open. I mean, it's a door, you know? It's supposed to open. If it don't open, it's more of a wall than a door, and, you know. We deal with enough men in walls, we don't need to create a new one. But yeah, as a frame, Excalibur just doesn't make me feel engaged. He's just not that interesting to me as a frame. He has a glowing sword that shoots out energy waves. Cool. I feel like I should be more amazed by that, more interested in it, but I'm just not. You look forward to how the Mag Excalibur Vault reworks go? Have those ones have been announced? I thought it was Mag and Excalibur that were getting reworks next. Ooh, so this is an interesting one. Apparently, Karist here, despite being a vaulted 100 ducker, is still worth less than Nagantaka Prime Barrel. Apparently so. Tips on Warframe choice for Sisters of Barvos: invisible frames. When you're actually fighting them, being able to be invisible and silent makes it where their targeting just breaks. They don't know where you are, and so it's harder for them to actually target you and kill you. Pablo has said Volt is too. Okay, so they're doing all 3 starters. Fair enough. Alright, let's look down the list a bit. Let's look down the list. Let's bring Nidus. And let's bring Nidus with a Thulman. There we are. We can now build Kyrus Prime. Nice. Yeah, I know, Max Smash. I know. It's still a curious one. It's one of those ones where you want to look out for it to catch the most value if you're telling stuff quick. Please, just use Twitch chat, please. Octavia Prime a good choice? Octavia Prime is a solid choice. Doesn't matter what the mission is, she's pretty much always a solid choice. And yeah, she's got invisibility, which you can keep on permanently. That's a very good pickup. She's also got a damage boosting ability. That's another good pickup. Her invisibility works even if she makes noise. That's a good use as well, so it gives you more options in modding and weapons. Silence is still a better option, because then the enemies can't even react to that. Yeah, Octavia is solid. Yeah, I heard there was the Brosime stream with Pablo on it. I didn't catch that one myself. I did hear there was that stream.
Sabotage this ship's reactor. The reactor is a compact system.
Dump. Oh, of course, that Nox is. Wait, hang on, wait, that Nox wasn't an Xmas. Why did the Nox have Overguard? It wasn't an Xmas. It just said Nox. What? Pablo's going to be super... Oh, for crap. I think Pablo's going to be super good for his new job. That's alright, yeah. Good to hear. Ow, balls. Ow, balls. Thank you. Noxes of Overguard equals 50% of their health? Huh. I don't know why I've never noticed that before. I thought that was just added to Xmas units and then a couple others here and there. Don't know why I thought Nox didn't have that. Shows how much it has an effect on what level I play. Because that's been out for a while. I should have known that. Yeah, we'll just keep on killing them. That always works.
That's it. You opened the relic. Finish your mission and we'll take a look inside.
Alright, let's grab this, grab that, there we go.
Now is your chance to complete this sabotage. Use whatever you can to make
Did that
sure
too early.
it works again.
Someone was there, weren't they? Yeah, and he was right there. There we go. Overguards for Xmas units, Noxes and enemies protected by healers. Yeah. And also for certain other units, actually. So, yeah. Pablo designed some of the best frames in the game. His reworks are always good, like Zephyr and Wukong. I mean, there's good, and then there's holy shit, they've made Wukong one of the best frames in the game, you know. Wukong is massively overrepresented. There is a thing to be said about making something perhaps too powerful at times, but at the same time, yeah. Making Wukong at least fun to play is good. That is a good legacy to have right there. Alright, let's see what we're picking up here. Valkyr Prime Systems, 13 Platinum. Yeah, I'll take that. That's a win right there. We don't care about the Vaulted Banshee bit, we don't care about the Harrow bit, we don't care about the Vulnus, even though I don't have it. We'll take the valuable item, thank you very much. Maybe people just want to return to Monkey. I mean, how do you define that? I know you're just going for the meme, but you know. Yeah, Space Cadet. It's a very tough problem to solve. It is a incredibly tough problem to solve because crowd control, a lot of it is designed to be just all or nothing, and that's a very hard thing to balance when you've not got a lot of options to work with. No, Gorilla, that's not funny at all. It's just a preference. Different people want to play different things. I don't really play Nidus and Oberon, yet other people main them. We're going to capture yet? We haven't. Let's bring this one. I don't know what's inside it, but I've selected it. Is the overlay recognition bugging out for me? I haven't been using it a lot recently, Gilix. If you are having any issues, make sure you are reporting them to the makers of Warframe info. They are over on their Discord, which is on their website. Also playing these frames? I'm mixing it up a little bit. It's missions where it doesn't really matter what frame I bring, Cosmo, so I'm just bringing these. Why not? No pick a frame? No pick a frame. This is kind of what happens when I'm not forced into 20 Euralies. I feel like mixing things up rather than going, right, now we've got that bullshit out of the way, let's switch back to a good frame. This is what can be done when we're not memeing.
The reactor is a complex system. Start by removing the coolant cells. My intel suggests there are rich enemy supply caches in the area, but I am unable to pinpoint their exact location. Search them out if you are willing to shoulder.
Gorilla with a Glock doesn't play the Gorilla with a Glock. I mean, oh God. I get it. Explode! They exploded. Have I voluntarily used Urania outside of leveling testing? Yes. Believe it or not, yes. Alright. I'm hoping we get some really juicy parts today, to be honest. Like, not just your 10s and 15 plats left and right. Some real juicy pickups will be nice. Ah, yes, gotta do the things on the side, because I am not Wukong. There we go.
Now is your chance to complete this sabotage. Use whatever you can to make sure it never works again.
Hello, Tari, how you doing? A bit late to the party? Ah, don't worry. I mean, you missed about a third of the stream, but you still got the other 2/3. It's not over yet. Ah. Oh, did he not die from that? Wow, okay. Evidently, it just decided today was not a day to crit. Alright, Snort, you take care then. 1/3 done. I mean, not quite a third. We are 51 minutes into the stream, and the stream runs for just over 3 hours. So yeah, it do be like that. One thing I never like about Sabotage is, I know there's caches, and the idea is, oh yeah, some people go hunting the caches, but there's no reason to. The caches are terrible. Like, genuinely terrible. And if you go hunting them, especially in a Void Fisher, that just takes you away from, you know, the mission. Good luck getting reacted to that point. So playing Sabotage in a squad, I mean, it's easy to spend a lot of time running towards a waypoint that you don't need to even think about. Agantaka. Not ideal in that regard. This frame looks pretty sick. Oberon is the name. Yep, this one is Oberon, or Oberon Prime specifically. Radiation focus ability, status cleansing, healing, a little bit of crowd control, mostly keeping his allies alive. Still need a Void Trace rework? Yeah, that would be nice. That would be nice. I've stopped complaining about it because, quite frankly, it became a broken record. I'm fine with there being caches live there. It's just that the caches don't synergize with Void Relics, but that's because Void Relic fishers have their own issues. And then the cache rewards are bad. It's bad. I mean, let me bring this up. For those of you who don't actually know just what Sabotage gives, and bear in mind, Sabotage is still quite a bit better than Mobile Defense, for example. Bear in mind, you're about to get flashbanged if you don't like light mode on your screen. Deal with it. There we are. So, Sabotage. We have a look at the rewards. I don't know where I can close that, thank you. We have a look at the rewards. We did Reactor Sabotage. You can see there's tier 1, 2, and 3. Tier 3 is the Sedna one, which is the one we're doing here. You find one cache, you get 10,000 credits. If you find just one cache, you basically get the middle finger. The second cache you find will either give you 400 endo, or occasionally will give you something that's not honestly not worth hunting it down all the way. Rotation C, if you do go and find that cache, most of the time you'll still probably end up with endo, or you'll end up with one rare resource. I mean, Auric cells are not that hard to get. Furodes, Gallium, Argon Crystals. Now, Argon Crystals even is into the rare stuff, where it's mostly doubling up here. Tellurium, strangely. Nitane Extract, and then Xiphos Avionics. There's not really a lot to get excited about in this table. And this is the entire reward of Sabotage itself. There isn't anything else. If you don't open the caches, you get no mission reward. Aside from the tiny, tiny amount of affinity for doing the objective. What's it? Rewards up to 4,000 objective affinity. 4,000! That's nothing. It really is nothing. Bear in mind that, you know, I think you can kill an Xmas for about that much. 2 parts of Octavia's only real reason to do certain chances in Sabotage mission. Yeah, what was that one? It was the... Hold on. Octavia? No, wait. I can't actually remember exactly where Octavia pieces come from, to be honest. I've lost that. That's slipped straight out of my head. I know she comes from some cache somewhere. It's obviously over on Lua, but I actually can't remember. I thought that was the Exterminate one. Yeah. Yeah, Spy gives a lot more affinity. Yeah, but even then it's still nothing. Also, you get affinity up to 2,000 for finding a resource cache, but again, 2,000, you go through all that effort, and the basic affinity is 2,000, like, yeah. One Octavia bit comes with a special Lua room. One Octavia piece, not all of them. So, yeah. The caches, they're overdue looking at, in my opinion. They really are overdue being looked at. Guys, by the way, we have got an open space, so let me know if you want to join in. Just need to be on PC and have, at the moment, it seems Axie Relics are the order of the day. Yep. Yes, as long as you got an Axie Relic, well, a bunch of Axie Relics, send me a message, and there we are, that's it, done. Welcome in, Hawk. Join the squad, join the luck, we're going to go get some moolah. Yeah, there's an Octavia piece that drops on Deimos Survival, I believe. It's every rotation C, so have fun with that one. I believe it's caches on Lua, which I want to say it's just Exterminate, but there might be another cache mission over there. And then also on Lua, you've got the chance of coming across the music puzzle, and that's where you get the third piece. I can't remember if the caches are just Exterminate or something else on Lua. Is it just Exterminate? Oh, well, there we are then.
I need you to sabotage this ship's reactor. The reactor is a complex system. Start by removing the coolant
You can use
cells.
Zaku Limbo to find them fast. Finish mission in 3 to 4 minutes. I mean, you can finish things pretty quickly, yeah. For the amount that it gives, though, it's still pretty bad.
Search them out if you are willing to shoulder the added risk.
Consider that spy missions can get you a literal Warframe, can get you some of the more powerful mods you need to get hold of, you know, certain 60/60 mods. Kind of big things to pick up. Fewer bits and pieces aside from that. Relics. And then you look at the Sabotage caches, where it's not as engaging overall. It's basically just looking for which square on the minimap is the square you were looking for.
Find out what's inside.
All that to discover, oh hey, I got a little bit of endo, or I got some rare resource. One of them. Yeah. It's not a nice result. Am I active on Twitter? I am on Twitter. I wouldn't call myself very active. I post sparingly. But I am on Twitter, yeah. So, the link is just below the stream if you want to check that out, or just go to twitter.com/theengineer.
Now is your chance to complete this sabotage. Use whatever you can to
I'm very bad at twitting.
once again.
Tweeting, I should say, not twitting. Tweeting. I don't even get the terminology right. That's how much I tweet. You know what? Given that I have got all reactant, I'm going to have a peek around, see if I can find even one cache without using a cache finding frame. Okay, well, there we go. Apparently I can find one cache. I just...
First resource cache.
Yeah.
Detecting 2 more
I'm just built different, you know. It's just too easy. It really is just too easy. That was actually quite a surprise. I did not expect a cache to be right there. But the fact that the first cache, if you only find one cache, that is just 10,000 credits. That is just, oh. That just feels like a waste of time. You either find all of them or you find none of them. That's a big problem with it for me. Caches drop things like there are nice little bonus for missions, Crown Ladybug. Yeah, that's the thing, but for Sabotage there is no reward for the Sabotage itself. The caches are the reward. Certainly as a group mission, yeah. Aside from, oh, we can grab the power cell quicker, mostly for a Sabotage mission, it's just one person running it. It's due a look at, in my opinion. Oh yeah, it's plenty possible here, only it just takes a hell of a lot longer. Hello, Dark Choice. Have you turned on your phone, first thing you see is ducats? Well, yeah. Ducats! I've never actually seen how the mobile Twitch notification comes up. I've never actually seen what it looks like. Twitch doesn't have any kind of see before you send system, or any kind of preparation based system. For YouTube at least, there are sites and whatnot out there already where you can check how the thumbnail would come together, see what it'd look like. Anyone bring the Cura Prime Relic? If I haven't. If I have it. Let's see. Cora, yeah, there we go. Up! Finding caches is more enjoyable than waiting for someone to get their reactant. I mean, I get that. I do get that. Yeah, it's gone for the moment, Airsoft. Don't know if and when I'll be bringing it back, but it is gone at the moment. What makes a good cache frame? A frame which can destroy crates through walls at long range. So, Limbo, Zako, they are two very good ones. Equinox is an alright one. Her downside is that she needs charging. You can't just spam the ability, you need to kill enemies with it.
Start by removing the coolant cells.
But basically, a frame that can destroy lots of crates.
In the area, but I am unable to pinpoint
What that then means is that
search them out if you are willing to shoulder
you'll just start scooping up the nearby resources passively. You know, your companion will kick in, collecting those resources, and anything left on the map is worth investigating. Because you can't open up a resource cache using those crate busting abilities, but it looks like a crate on the minimap, so that's why you want a crate buster.
That's it. You opened the relic. Finish
No,
your
relic's
mission
open.
and take a look
I just
inside.
kind of make my way here.
Coolant cell destroyed.
Wait for them to get their coolant cells. Are they good for hunting items as well? Yes. I think I'll go over item hunting strategy for that kind of thing in my endo guide. You can check that out if you want more ideas on how to do about that. But the exact same strategy for item hunting works for cache hunting. The exact same strategy. Why have we got an enemy marker over that way? I'd go look, but I don't want to. On a random note, long forgotten how annoying it was to level weapons. I mean, it depends on how you're leveling them and what you enjoy, really. And when I was leveling a lot of melee weapons very quickly for the melee comparison video, because I needed a lot of them and I needed to use multiple formers on them, I had a friend of mine who was bringing a Sarin. I was using Trinity to boost him, and give him all the energy he needed. And yeah, that made it where we could level up a weapon in a single round of ESO every time without fail, which was pretty damn quick. From 0 to 30, 2.5 minutes. Job done. Do I know if Golden Instinct or the Parallax Craft's ability can find caches? I don't actually know on that. I should really look into using the Parallax. I'll see if I built it. I can't remember if I actually got around to building it. I should really be looking into that. Because I know that the Parallax ability is different to Golden Instinct. Oh, fair dude, Space Cat. I'm actually kind of surprised. Don't know if Cosmo's here, just waiting on the button, waiting for a certain message to send. But no one's asking about the overlay. Have we finally done it? Have we finally reached a point where everyone actually understands what Warframe info is now? Are we finally there? Right, Parallax. I've got owned parts, but I don't appear to have the para thing. Where is it? Is it here? I genuinely don't know where I get it. Blueprint. How'd you just get it here? Alright, let's get that. Wait. Oh, wait, I own it. Then why do I have parts built? Have I just gone and worked through building another, forgetting I had one in the first place? Am I this bad? Alright. So... this bit I don't actually know how to do. Is it Orbiter Landing Craft? Override, here we go. Orican Eye, auto scans the area for rare items. There we are, let's equip that one. Alright. Oh, sweet. I didn't even know I could do that. There we are. That's wonderful. So when's Barry going to build his Prime Army and become the Nama? I mean, who's to know that he isn't behind Nama? Maybe he was the one funding them. That's why they had all this special tech. What's the best way to get the most void traces possible? Run relics as quickly as you can. The fastest fishes you can do, that's it. That's the best way. What does Barry even do with all those ducats? He doesn't. He gives them to us. And then we give them back to him. We're giving him prime parts, and the ducats are just a go-between currency to facilitate trade with him. He doesn't do anything with them other than give them to us. Resource boosters apply to traces? Yes, they do, yeah. So resource boosters and Smita Kavat, if you are absolutely hardcore farming them, those are your two pickups. Those are your two very big pickups. Whilst we're here, let's just put my laser beam on this, shall we? There we go, much better. And Carrier, let's just switch you back to what you looked like before. There we are. Alrighty. And I wanted to fix my gear wheel as well because I want it to be the air support charge instead. Hey, Helioscope, I'm glad it worked out for you, my dude. Glad it worked out for you. It's exactly why I put that one out there. Have we got anything that's... we'll stick with the Sabotage for now. And someone wanted the Cora one. Yeah, Railjack, just like any other bit of Warframe, at the end of the day, once you got the gear for it, you can just breeze through it. Absolutely dominate those missions. That leaves you open then to trying out more and different options as well. It does unfortunately kill the turrets, like, you know. At that point, once you got Seeker Volley, the turrets kind of become a little bit meaningless. Be realistic. Yeah, Rickaraz, if you are not a high rank, leveling up stuff through killing with the weapon itself is tough because you can't properly mod them. A lot of the suggestions about using stealth kills, using on places like Hydron, that comes down to can you actually mod up the stuff yet? If you can't do that, it kind of sucks. Now, as for other ways of leveling, I mean, there's obviously just getting carried, leeching. Warframe pretty much designs itself around that. You can do spy missions. If you speedrun spy missions with just the one weapon equipped, then 75% of the affinity from doing the spy mission will go to that. And that is 12,000 per console if you do it correctly. Which is not a small amount. It's also just not a lot. It will be significantly slower than just getting carried over an ESO. The unfortunate truth in this game is that pretty much all affinity that you're ever going to care about comes from kills. There are alternatives, we don't do them. How many rombers do I have? I have 171 domestic drones. Rare container on waypoint? Oh. Oh yeah, I didn't use the thingamajig. Let's pop that. Alright, scan just went out and it has marked one thing. Let's see what that one thing is. So this is the parallax ability right here. It is a Cephalon fragment. It is one I hadn't scanned, granted. Okay, kind of surprising. But, any news on crossplay? Nothing new. Nothing new to share. Certainly nothing since Tenocon. Now, air support, you can only deploy once every 5 minutes, so, yeah, Cephalon fragment. Woo! Worth it. It can scan multiple things, so it just tells us there's nothing more in the area to be found. Yeah. Sounds like someone just blapping with a Foreman there. Not Foreman, Cedo. I'm the one that Foreman, Cedo they have. Hope we get crossplay news when dev streams start back up. Honestly, with the whole crossplay stuff, just wait until there is news. Don't hope for news. Don't expect news. Just let news happen when it happens. Because at the end of the day, you're not going to be able to do anything about it other than wait for it to exist. And the more you hope about it arriving when you don't have any information on that, the more you're setting yourself up to be disappointed. So, internalize the fact that they've said it's coming. Hold on to that, but put it away. Put it somewhere to the side and just let it happen when it happens. What's my opinion on the Zorus? It's a very capable weapon. It is a very capable weapon. It's helped a lot by the fact that it has a huge range and also glaives are pretty damn stonk at the moment. Yeah, it's a great weapon. You should farm Trinity at some point? Yeah, go for it. It's not a fun mission to farm, but yeah, sure, go for it. Let's switch to... let's switch Wukong. Let's just get lucky. Wukong is a lucky frame, right? You know, monkey luck and all that good stuff. So hopefully this will give us the core piece that someone needs. If the Sabotage is still there. Yeah, there we go. So I've only got 2 more of these relics to bring. When I think of the Darren and Snipertron Vandals, I don't even remember using them and leveling them. So that's how much I cared for them. What's in the Trumner? I don't know. I've actually properly tried the Trumner, to be honest. Sorry. Monkey Paw is precautionary. We're not using Monkey Paw. We're using Monkey God. Monkey God is lucky. Monkey Paw is different. Monkey Paw is you literally cut the hand off of a monkey, you monster. Of course it's going to curse you.
I need you to sabotage this ship's reactor. The reactor is a complex system.
I don't need the extra void damage here, but...
My intel suggests there are rich enemy supply caches in the area, but I am unable to pinpoint their exact location.
Alright, let's do a pop right here. Wait for it to do a scan. Oh, it found something. Found something behind us. Interesting. What did we all miss? We missed... oh, for crying out loud. Have I not scanned this either? Hooray! I found Gauss. Yeah. That was... yeah. And why is Rabbitfoot lucky? Because some people came up with the idea of Rabbitfoot lucky. Basically, those people are actually mean and they kill rabbits. There's nothing lucky about it. It's not lucky for the rabbit. Yeah, ethically sourced tokens of luck, you know? Lucky gold coins, lucky dice, lucky 4-leaf clover. None of this mutilating animals for supposed good luck, please. No one needs that.
The reactor is going into stasis. Now is your chance to complete this sabotage. Use whatever you can to make sure it never works again.
Lucky former? Can you imagine? You install it and it just sets your frame to a random level between 1 and 30. Can we mutilate mowers? Preferably without the pain center filled in, you know. So long as the mower isn't being subjected to misery, or isn't capable of misery, then we're okay. But if you give it sentience and then mutilate it, then it's a problem. No mutilating things that can ask not to be mutilated, you know? Universal former? I'd be happy enough just with a former stacking policy. So that if you put a former onto a already polarized slot, it adds on the polarity rather than replacing it. I'd be cool with that. Did someone not get all the reactant? Well, clearly someone didn't get all the reactant. Because we've all got relics. Whose name are we missing? We got me, Cephalon, Hawk, Eliu. Eliu, you kind of made a slight little boo-boo there, didn't you? In case I was thinking I'll put a duration on Wukong's Y and change up his 2 somehow. I imagine both, yeah. Although, interesting what I've heard as a suggestion is to make it where Wukong's 1, his clone, only ever uses his Iron Staff. Because right now, if you turn on Iron Staff, the clone uses Iron Staff, and that is just objectively a downgrade to the clone. So people just don't do that. But the Iron Staff is Wukong's entire thing. So why not just make it where the clone always uses that? there we are. Turret's gone. Iron Staff is more important. People want to mod it because it's what the clone uses now. Bada bing, bada boom. Oh yeah, Iron Staff needs a buff. Absolutely, 100%. You can't have an exalted weapon as bad as Iron Staff. That's just embarrassing. The other bit with that is they could... Oh, let's upgrade that first. They could make it where Wukong could no longer go through laser barriers directly without using an ornament. Much like with Avara, she requires an ornament. Just to put an extra cost onto that extra freedom he has. Makes it a trade-off. And I like Hollow Knight. It was alright. Not my favourite game. It was alright. One of the worst exalted weapons? It's probably the worst exalted weapon, to be honest. Wolvens, cheers. You have a question? Give us the question, mate. Don't have to ask a question. You can just question. You subsumed in power over Iron Staff to buff the Wu clone. You realise that only buffs up his health, right? The Wu clone gets nothing from strength other than health. Or health and shields. That's all you've done for him. How rare is the Stalker Ephemera? The Stalker one. That smoking body. If you're asking a drop rate, your best place to check is onto the wiki though, my dude. Check on the wiki, you'll find all the drop rates there. I haven't memorized that one. Tanky clone is helpful? I mean, I just normally summon a new clone if the first one dies. And if the second one dies, I've ended the mission. I'm done, I'm already out. I put Zarta's Whisper onto Wukong's fort at the moment.
That's it. You opened the relic.
Partly because of the insane interaction that it has with incarnate weapons, specifically the Latum and Fenmore. They kind of go a bit bonkers when it comes to Zarta's Whisper. Just a little bit bonkers. Whereas I'm actually the closest person to this one. I should probably do it. I could also go through the laser, so yeah.
Now is your chance to complete this sabotage. Use whatever you can to make sure it
One should be down there. Yep, someone's down there, so I'll stay up here. Ah! Wonderful. How does Valkyr's Exalted compare to Wukong's? Valkyr's is better than Wukong's in my opinion. Wukong's Iron Staff is worse than Valkyr's Talons. It helps that Valkyr's Talons also come with immunity and lifesteal, whereas Iron Staff comes with Iron Staff. That's it. That's all it does. Would I still recommend Fulmin for Index or a different weapon? Fulmin works. The thing with the Index is that you don't need anything stronger. The Fulmin just works. But yeah, you can absolutely use a different weapon. A huge favour... That's a huge thing in favour for the Fulmin is the fact that it has unlimited ammo. That plus the passive regen on it means you can just kill one target, move on to the next one, kill that one, move to the next one, kill that one, so on. If you are limited in ammo, certainly with so few enemies to actually kill, then ammo can become an issue for a lot of weapons. Fulmin just ignores that. This is all a bunch of trash. I'm going to take the Volnus just so I can fill out a set more likely sooner. How do they interact? Zarta's Whisper and the Fenmore later with their the evolution buffs, which give them 2000% bonus damage half the time. It double dips on those, so the scaling is absolutely bonkers. It's just ridiculously high. Fulmin refuels just passively, Gunhawk. If you've not fired for an amount of time, I think it is a second? Yeah, if you've not fired a shot for a second, the Fulmin starts recharging. It recharges half of its magazine every second. Or 30 shots per second is the word, 30 ammo per second. So after 3 seconds, it's gone from 0 to nothing. 0 to full. 0 to nothing. Mouth getting a little bit ahead of the brain there. Come on, give us a capture, Fisher. Like an Archgun? Like an Archgun not used in heavy mode, yes. Not like an Archgun used in atmospheric mode. Yeah, the Fulmin just runs off the battery. Recharging battery. What Gauss today? Do I have some builds? I don't have my build on me right now. It's on my Gauss. I don't have a video on him, but if you remind me later on, I can grab that for you. Time to farm a second Zaku? Yeah, go for it. It's not that hard. It's not like he's farming a second Ash. Or a third Ash. He's fine. Let's pop this. I should build some more S-Ball as well. Alright, any goodies? Any goodies? It didn't mark a single damn thing. Alright, I'm going to need to find a cache at some point and then activate the air support next to it to see if it marks it. I'm going to have to do that to test it. Is it possible to get a custom glyph for your profile? Only if you are a major contributor to the Warframe community for a long period of time, and then only if you decide to actually invite to let you have one. That's how you get a custom glyph for your profile. If you don't do that, can't have one. Just have to use someone else's like mine. Oh, Titania's going to deal with that. I shall be over here. If I'm raged downstairs, nope.
The reactor is going into stasis. Now is your chance to complete this sabotage.
That's why it's such a big deal, Leonie, about having a glyph in the game, is because you can't just do it.
Coolant cell destroyed.
The whole thing. I still need one more reactant. Let me grab that, thank you.
The relic has been cracked open. Finish your mission to find out what's inside.
Oh, someone else got that. I'm just following the waypoint. I'm literally just following the waypoints. And now here's an idea. With the whole cache hunting, you'd imagine that caches, they'd have a record on file, right? Yeah, you're not just going to put it in a box somewhere. Oh, I'm going to say... Harrow's easier to sell. I'm going to say Harrow piece, even though it's slightly less valuable. You'd think that the Grineer would have records as to where the caches are around the ship. It's just an inventory management system. So imagine if, as you're going through, you could hack terminals to give you an indication as to which way to go. Like it activated a golden instinct-like thing, which went towards the cache, or a nearby cache. A further interaction rather than just hunt all the boxes and call it a day. Raven Roman, hello there, saying love your in-depth weapon discussion videos. Oh, I'm glad you enjoy it, my dude. Welcome to the Twitch channel as well, by the way. Some of them are pretty broken, yeah, I get that. Some of them are a bit broke. Someone mentioned Gauss, let's grab that. Should you put hunt missions on Kuva? Heck. If you are modding it for crit and using it against armored targets, yes. If you're not using it against armored targets or not using crit, probably no. And if you're not using it at high level, or if you're using it against status resistant targets, like for example acolytes, liches, that kind of thing, then also no. But mostly yes. Right, Gauss. Yep, that'll do, is fine. Gauss is a frame that absolutely loves duration. Absolutely, because even this ability here, you see the fire rate and attack speed and reload speed and holster speed, you might think, oh yeah, those are things which are something it's creating. It's going to be buffed by his strength, right? Wrong, no, they're buffed by duration. So you just go ham on duration on Gauss, it's amazing. He loves it. Alrighty, we're still looking at this one for now. Let's keep cracking on that one. Transient Fortitude? Yeah, it's a very small duration debuff. Just bring that up there for you. Very small duration debuff, 27%. You'll notice there, my duration is doing pretty fine. It gives me 55% ability strength, straight up. Bam. There is no bigger amount of strength I can put into one mod than that. And that is improving the tank, that is improving raw. Well, there's just those two actually. Improving the tank, improving raw. If I didn't have raw, it would be thermal sunder, which would also be buffed by it. Which galvanized mods should you put on it? Galvanized mods on the Kuva Heck. If you are struggling to kill enemies in 1 to 2 shots, then you'll want to be using... what's it called? Is it Galvanized Savvy? Yeah, Galvanized Savvy. Activate this, activate that. Activate this. There we are. You definitely want to be using Galvanized Hell. 100%. Absolutely be using that one. Galvanized Acceleration is optional. Because it goes into the Excellence slot and you don't need it, it's optional. But it does help out for dealing with more long-range stuff. I'm just going to go straight through this. I can't turn off that laser. Did that just go through without triggering it? Oh, wow. Well, that's something. I didn't know that Gauss could do that. Nick. Cheers. Imagine Forming Prime. I'm not even sure what they'll do with Forming Prime. It would be a pretty stonk weapon because the Foreman itself is already pretty stonk. So, Foreman Prime. Ooh. Right, whilst people are doing things, I want to start looking for caches. Let me try and... Someone's marked a cache. Oh, you absolute beauty. Eliu, I love you. You absolute beauty. Alright, here's a cache. So, air support. That's a no. That is a big fat no. Air support did not detect it, so neither Golden Instinct nor Parallax will pick up caches. Confirmed.
I'm detecting 2 more faint hits.
Damn. So you got the find loot air support with a limited range already, and they just straight up went nah. Nah, despite the fact we're doing a closer scan of the area to try and find loot, nah. Oh well. Is Kuva Heck better than Scout Justice Heck? I'd imagine so, yeah. Hey, Octavia piece. That's a nice 7 plat right there. Oh, amazing. We'll pop it in. Yeah, I agree. It's probably something that should, given that the caches are so bad, and also how late you get the parallax. But honestly, I see it more as the caches should also be improved. You know, that's the main thing. The fact that they're bad is just, yeah. Rather than giving us an easier time getting to them, as much as I would also like that as an option, it mostly comes down to those caches really shouldn't be as bad as they are. I wouldn't ever recommend a new player go hunting down caches for the resources, because that'll just be slow. And yet for everyone else, what else is there in a cache, as we went over earlier? What am I using that shows the plat price of prime parts? I'm using Warframe info, WF info. You do exclamation mark WF info, we'll get a load of detail on that, my dude. I highly recommend it. If you're on PC, I highly recommend using it. Is it False Best Landing Craft? Eh, to each their own. To each their own. I like using the spiky one I've got. Partly because it looks cool, partly because it's a gift. It's very nice from Beard to do that. Everking, I'm not really in favour of adding things to then take them away again intentionally. Any kind of update, you should expect to be in a game forever. The idea of creating an update as a stopgap is always a bad idea.
The reactor is a complex system.
With scant exceptions, because, you know, no generalization is ever always true, but almost always a bad idea. Invest in good stuff. Alright, did the air support pick up anything? No, it did not. Amazing. Not a single good thing to be had, apparently. Can I get that from here? I can. Haha. Good. I tried jumping up and over, but that just didn't work. Happens. Okay, well, did not expect to have just off the edge there. That is unusual to have this room in between the reactor and the terminals.
Coolant cell destroyed. The reactor is going into stasis. Now is your chance to complete this sabotage.
I don't know why I never thought that Gauss could go through that laser grid. That is strange. It doesn't seem like he should be able to go through, but he does, without tripping it. Just ran right past the cache. Ah, I'm missing out on 10,000 credits. What am I going to do? 10,000 credits, guys? Yeah, I can live without that cache.
That's it. You opened the relic. Finish your mission and we'll take a look inside.
There's just no reason for me to stop for a minute, and there never was. Ooh, someone's got that. Oh, that, however, is more interesting. Someone has managed to find a sculpture. If you don't mind me, I'll just run over this way. Did I really run past the sculpture as well? Or is this a different room? Oh, for crap. Wait, it's down here. Ah, waypoint trickery. There we are. Okay, it was hidden, but still. Tickets? Raffle. Exclamation mark raffle. Alrighty. Let's park ourselves in here. There we are, lovely jubbly. Wait for all the players, dude. Didn't we have... Where did Hawk go? I don't remember him leaving the squad. Okay. Well, it seems we have a space available then. If anyone would like to join in. My Lex Prime is definitely popping up as Lex Prime correctly, so whoever was having that issue, almost what was going on there. I don't trust that plat price though, because the Lex Prime receiver is always a bit of a pain to sell. I never actually pick up that one. It's something you get used to, Icarus. It's something you get used to. If you think of the dash as literally just a short burst of speed, rather than always have to just sprint, then you see it as a mobility option, rather than a requirement. And that makes him flow a lot nicer. Any risk on using Warframe info? I mean, dude, if you thought there could possibly be a risk, do you think my channel would still be here? Bounce that one off it, really. I've made a whole video on it. That video has been out for over a year now. Since that time, the makers of Warframe DE have gone and put my videos up onto their prime time multiple times over, given shoutouts and even given me a glyph in the game. So they are clearly aware of my stuff. I absolutely do not hide Warframe info. I talk about it every time I'm using it on stream, and still I've not been banned or even contacted about it. It's pretty safe to use. DE can't authorize it. It's a third-party app. You know. It's not exactly trying to hack the game. You're fine. The crucial bit of it is that it's not playing the game for you. All it's doing is reading the screen and saying, yeah, this is what you got. This is what it currently trades for. Ah, Gidlix. There we are. Perfect. It's not a mod at all. No, it's a companion application. It doesn't touch Warframe whatsoever. It reads the screen and says, oh, look, I think you've got these items. Checking on Warframe.market, they're worth this on average. Job done. That's it. That's what it does. Yeah, tells you how much stuff is worth, shows you the ducat value, shows you how many of the items being traded, and it also put up a marker to say that it's vaulted or not. So it gives you a few bits of detail that's important to help you to pick the right relic piece. Is there a power you can infuse into a frame that can heal idle lures? I can do you one better than that, Space Cadet. If you use the Amisha Arcwing, the Amisha has an ability that can heal them by protecting them and converting incoming damage into health instead.
The reactor is a complex system.
So Amisha can do the healing for you. The trade-off then is you don't have Itzel, so you don't have Cosmic Crush to pick up the loot. You have to actually pick up the loot. Oh no, what a shame. But yeah, Amisha. No Warframe modding needed, or you leave the options open to do something else then. I believe... I think you can also use... what's it? Vazarin to heal? But then that means being on Vazarin and not Madurai. Does Limbo's banish protect the laws? I don't know if it does actually put them into Rift. I haven't tried that. If it does, then you'll be able to use banish with Rift Haven, because that heals. I don't know if it actually does what you're looking for it to do. Oh yeah, I can just go through that. I'm weak on.
The reactor is going into stasis. Now is your chance to complete this sabotage.
Oh, the only. Looks like you might have posted a link there or something that looked like a link. Gotta ask for permission before you do that, because the bot doesn't know that you're not a bot. Cephalon Rage just joined the squad. Cephalon Rage, what the hell did you do? Holy dooly, you are not getting a relic reward.
That's it. You open the relic. Finish your mission and we'll take a look inside.
Yeah, fair do, Space Cat, fair do. Alright, Ellie's got that. I'm going to take a swing over other ways and see if I can find a cache just by random chance. You never know. No, I didn't. Oh well. GG's. Can you ask a question that includes a link? Yeah, so let me just give you a quick permission. Let's have a look at what you posted there. You didn't. You posted literally just link. Leonie, do you really need to post a link with whatever you're asking? It's a question you're asking, right? Permit Leonie to go. If you post a weird link, I will just delete it. So don't do something weird. Is crossplay still in testing? Crossplay hasn't been released. We don't know exactly where it is yet. It's just not been released. Are you a little lacking on the reactant there? I can't help but notice. Oh no, they're fine. They got it. Ooh. 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 Oh, hello. Ah, which... Ooh, I need the dual carriers, actually. I'll take that one. I know this is worth slightly more, but dual carriers. Man, that is rough, Cephalon Rage. That is rough to get lagged that like that. Probably the only, but I linked the video and you can grab the link there. I don't know for certain if that is the right one because that's not the link I posted. And I'm not checking that link right now to verify if it's the right one or not. The only link I will verify is the one that's posted in the description of my video. Because that one can't be messed with. Have I made a video about Aya? I did make a video about farming Aya. There is absolutely no point even looking at that video now because Aya is gone. You can't farm it. So there's no point even thinking about Aya at the moment. Oh, the sabotage is gone. Alright, what have we got? We've got interception. Ew. Rescue. That's okay. Interception. Ew. Mobile defense. Ew. Mobile defense. Ew. Mobile defense. Ew. Crossfire on Armor Ross. We'll see what that is. Mobile defense. Ew. And then Requiems. God, these are bad. What's that crossfire? Europa Armoros. Actually, Europa, so ew. It's an exterminate. Oh god, is it that tile? Oh my god. This actually makes me sick to look at. These are bad. These are bad. I guess we'll do the Neo, but ugh. Ugh. Here you can farm Jaya. Jaya, not Aya. And Aya, not Aya. Because Aya is the homeworld of the Protoss, whereas Aya is the resource you used to be able to pick up during Prime Resurgence. Whereas Aya is what someone says when they remembered something. Aya. But Inception? Yeah, Inception's not that fun though. Mobile defense not that bad. It's slow. It's slow, and the mission gives you nothing. Nothing. There isn't a reward table for mobile defense. It just says, do it. Go on. Job done. Right? That's it. The only thing you get from doing a mobile defense Fisher is the reward from the Fisher.
Prepare for incoming support.
Anything to be found? Oh, this is still not finding anything for me. Good lord. I'm starting to think that this air support's a little bit of a sham.
The relic has been cracked open. Finish your mission to find out what's inside.
Why can't everyone just use or understand my superior accent? Wow, okay. Max and Badge. Slight phrasing there. Whoa. Phrasing. There are certain groups who'd be very happy with your terminology there, and plenty others, myself included, to go, bro, do you really mean that? Kind of a little bit, you know. And Iris is playing StarCraft series? Yeah, I said that. It's Homeworld of Protoss. I said that. God. Way to show you listen to me, Walvins. Thanks, mate. How do you farm Gauss? You need to do Disruption on Sedna, get to Rotation C, which is completing 4 caches on round 3, and then 4 conduits round 3, and then 3 or 4 conduits round 4 and above. That's how you farm Gauss. Yeah, I guess we'll take a Harrow Prime Blueprint. Sure. Although, actually, Nagantaka Beast, because I've got other Nagantaka Beasts, because I don't have this one, combine it together, I can get towards a full set. That's better. You have the audio off since you arrived because you're on the bus? Ah, right. Well, there we are then. Never knew it spelled Aya? Yeah. Although I didn't actually spell the spelling there, so anyone on audio only is none the wiser after that. Alright, that one seemed alright. That crossfire's not too bad. We'll farm that one for now. Let's hope we can get some juicy, juicy bits out of it. That would be nice. What does the Good Vibes thing do? Click it. Click it and read it. Any time you come across a channel point reward on any stream, you're not sure what it does, you click it and read it and it tells you what it does. And if you're still confused, well, God rest your soul. Have you got anything here? Oh, we'll never know. It closed. Freezing Worm, cheers.
We need to clean this area up.
See, there you are, you figured it out. You have redeemed good vibes, which means you have added good vibes to the channel. The vibes are now gooder. That's it, job done. Yeah, there isn't a bad vibes button. Just good vibes. The only option.
That was a juggernaut. They were lured out by the death of Infested. Lay low and it should go away, or amp up the fight to draw it out.
Right, so we got all of the reactor. You know what, I'm just going to cast this here. You never know. Is there something worth having a look at? Orders, please.
I'm still detecting a lot
Something of value.
activity. Let's clean it up.
Prepare for incoming support.
I'm preparing. That took a while.
Juggernaut.
And it found nothing.
Good work.
I think that got delayed by the other transmissions going on, and then it just found nothing. No. Just no. Fly to the enemies, which are getting absolutely marmalized. Good lord. There's a lot of affinity pickups ahead. Job done, let's go.
They're on the run. Another successful mission. Fine extraction.
Yeah, I can see why I'm not really hearing a lot about the parallax, because so far I've been using that ability and I gotta say, it's disappointed me. That plus the cooldown on it, it's just, yeah, that's not very, it's not very cash money, is it? Favorite Prime Warframe look? Probably Gara Prime. The glow up on Gara Prime from normal Gara is astounding. Hey, Core Prime Chassis, we'll happily take that down. Worst Golden Instinct? It's a different Golden Instinct snore because it doesn't just give you a general idea as to where the next item is. If it's in range, it marks it. That's a specific location, and it holds the mark there for you to go over to, and it'll mark multiple things if they're in range. So it's different. It does come in very handy on the Zaraman, yeah, because the Zaraman has a bunch of discoverable items, notably the Void Plumes. They are very big pickups. Well, until you no longer need the tier 1, 2, and 3 Void Plumes, then it's a waste of time. Was the med tower on 10 minutes rather than 5? Yikes, I didn't even realise they had different times on them. Well, that evaded me. Hey! Capture! Finally! And it's an Axie. I mean, okay, fine, Axie. We've done some Axies, why not more Axies? Yeah, sure, let's burn through them. Axie, Axie, Axie. Let's do it. Yeah, the Parallax ability can come in handy for any kind of, what do you call it, medallion hunting. So whether that be over on the Zaraman, whether that be in Syndicate missions, that kind of stuff, it helps out for you. But beyond that, it is a bit limited in scope. A fair new melody. Let's you know what, whilst we're here, let's pop that. Ooh, I took a big hit from something there. Yikes. Grab our target. Once again, the air support detected absolutely nothing. And I have 1 reactant. 2 reactant. Let's get all of that together. 6. Oh, that's dead. 7, 8. Oh, I had an explosion here, so that is going to be another spawn of them. Yeah, here we go. 10. Right, let's go. Zoomies. That's what you do when you got 10. You just zoom. Done with the boom, now do the zoom.
The Juggernaut. I think you made it angry. Good work.
This is a bit of a distance on this one. This is definitely a bit of a flight distance, but we're there. Alright, job done. Does the mug come with tea? No, the mug does not come with tea. You can get the mug, absolutely. You can fill it with tea, you can fill it with hot chocolate, you can fill it with coffee, you can fill it with whatever Athlia did to it. Please don't do that. I worry for her health, honestly. But it doesn't come with anything, thanks to food regulations. You got on-call crew? Nice. That is a nice pickup to have. They can come in quite clutch at times. You get the right piece of hardware on them. You get the right skill sets. Oh, they can do a lot of good work. They can. I don't know why my crewmate's standing all the way over there rather than joining us, but we're vibing. Even at this distance, we're vibing. Oh, no, they're done vibing. They are now... We're in space. I don't know what made their cloak billow upwards away from their arse, but we're in space, so you kind of figure that one out yourself. Why carrier over Smeeta? Because I just like using carrier. Smeeta would give me more void traces. Carrier is carrier. If I wanted more of these, Smeeta would give me more. Not a lot more, but it would give me more because every now and then it would double. Very occasionally it would quadruple, and the idea of it giving octuple is just a joke. You got blocked by the Juggernaut? Oof. I mean, you were being a bit sussy going through those vents, you know. Gonna get caught eventually. Alright, I'll bring in more on those. I'm sadly all out of the Cora relics, but you know, we'll handle it. We'll deal with it. Cheers for follow, Cam. Can say with absolute certainty, though, whatever you do with this mug, it is a nice mug. It's the right size, it's the right heft to it, right durability. It's good. It's good. Yeah, I'm doing alright, thanks for asking. Hope you're doing well yourself where you are around the world. Hydrate, Zom, I just had the last of the Zom. Fine, water.
On a capture mission. You must find, capture, and extract
Cheers, Zom.
our target.
Unless you do like Ath. I mean, even if you do like Ath, you have to admit, it has survived. You know, Athlia has done some weird stuff to those mugs. Or the mug. She's only got one of them, I believe. But in any case, despite all the weirdness that she's done to it, despite the sacrilege that she has put that mug through, it has survived. You've got to give it credit there. It has survived. So if it can survive Athlia, it's quality. Only the best. Alright, open relic, mission done, let's leave. I'm stuck on a... How does a cloud get stuck? Riddle me that one, chat. How does a cloud get stuck? I'm not even baby. Not anything. Not physical at all. Just cloud. The cloud gets stuck. I hate this waypoint with a passion. Is it this one? It's this one. Oh, good lord, thought it went this way. This is not one of my favourite tile sets. I get the vibe of the whole broken infested ship, but navigating it is an absolute pain. You like missing some backstory there? Oh, you've not been paying enough attention to Discord. Athlia from time to time creates horrors in a mug. Mostly just to mock the mug. They are a very special person in that regard. We joked about Urania looking like microwaved lettuce. And I suggested that you should not put microwaved lettuce into your tea. And so naturally, Athlia did exactly that and put microwaved lettuce into her tea. There is no controlling or handling that person. They are a chaotic gremlin, and they love that. Yeah. If you subsume Grendel, what ability do you get? You get Nourish, which on another Warframe will heal you and give you toxin damage on your weapons for a short amount of time. It doesn't require Feast to activate on anything other than Grendel. Excuse me. So that was another Dual Carrier's Prime Blade. I'm going to have to double check and see if I actually have the Dual Carrier's pieces I need now. That might be good. How am I doing on Dual Carriers? Dual Carriers... I don't have the blueprint. God dang it, what? Is that an extension? It is a companion app. It is called Warframe Info. Snorla's just linked it for you. Alright, oh, apparently that's all the dual carrier stuff I have. Oh dear. Oh, that is not good. We can get the handles from Miso, and get the blueprint rarely from the Neo one. Okay, well that can just... Yeah, I can wait. Hello, Liana, how you doing? Welcome to the stream, my dude. Yeah, we'll just do it for a capture. You know, get all the good stuff from here, sell what we don't need, keep what we do, buy what we've missed. It's a simple process, but it works. That's right, Space Gate, yeah. Always works, but it's only that one. Yo, Swarm Pringle giving out a sub there to Avuzx. Avuzx. I'm not sure how I'm supposed to pronounce that one. So, Swarm Pringle, thank you for giving a sub to Avu. Cheers, my dude. There's no tea in here. I went to sip a tea in your... Oh no, I'm sorry. Water it is. Is there a reason to farm Axii over lower tier relics? Axii are harder to acquire and therefore tend to be more valuable items. In addition to that, we've got to capture Fisher, and so it's the faster one to do usually. Usually. I'm probably going to switch to AoE in a moment. Like, full-on blappage AoE. Dealing with the infested all over this tile is just... That's what. Yeah, that's the other reason to farm Axii. You know, if the thing you want is Axii, then yeah, absolutely. More broadly speaking, tends to be a more valuable thing to open up. And then we just happen to have a good Fisher at the moment. If it was capture on Lith, I'll be doing Lith. If it was capture on Neo, I'll be doing Neo. Yeah, live streaming, you'll always experience some kind of delay. The amount of delay will depend on both Twitch and your internet. Twitch especially, because Twitch every now and then just kind of buffers for a moment, and that means it just accumulates lag over time. Or delay over time. There's no getting around that, it just does it. You have to refresh a stream if you feel like you are really far behind. You can see how long your delay is by seeing the difference between a message popping up in Twitch chat and popping up on the stream itself. That difference is your delay. Yeah, fun fact. Up. Have I tried Sarin plus Zarta's Whisper plus Ogress? It's pretty fun. I've not done that specific combination, but I have used all three individually and in the same manner. That very specific combination, no. Okay, another dual carrier's prime blade. I've gone from 0 of these today to 3 of these today. Fair enough. Alright then, that is 54 platinum in dual carrier's prime blades already. I mean, that's a pickup. Oh, fair enough, Dephelion. Fair enough. Oh, I see, Leonie. Well, there we are then. Don't just go by my response time, though. Go by when you see your message pop up, because my response time also has a lag of me seeing your message and responding to it. So do bear in mind there is also going to be that delay there. If you measure your stream delay by how long it takes me to respond to a message, I mean, sometimes you might be waiting a while. It turns out I just missed it. I just missed it. It happens. Can I share my opinions on Max Crit, Sepfarn versus Nikana Prime? I don't really have an opinion on it. Honestly. I haven't looked at the stats to compare the two of them, but they should both just work amazingly well overall. I'm going to switch us over to this Lith capture because honestly, I'm really tired of that tile set. It is just annoying to navigate. Plus, also, we haven't done a Lith yet today, so let's hopefully get some nice bits here. We might get the Core Blueprint. Let's have a look here. I can't even... Do I have a Sepfarn Nikana? That is it. So I've got it with 218, 3412. Now if we compare that to Nikana Prime. Right, lost the other bits there. They seem comparable. They won't be too far apart. So if you're using one or the other, there won't be a huge amount of difference. I think Nikana Prime wins for stats directly, but Zephan has access to the Zor Arcanes.
We received intel that somebody vital to enemy operations is here.
Zephan is also easier to get hold of. Nikana, you have to farm primes. Not always available. I will just grab this guy.
Mission complete. The captive has been escorted to the extraction point. Well done.
Should you go with Breach Surge or Fire Blast over Harrows 2? Why either of them, Raptor?
Nothing alive.
At the end of the day, if you are making any change to Warframe's abilities using the helmet system, you must already have a reason for wanting to use that ability. If you haven't come up with a reason, don't do it. If you have come up with a reason, you don't need to ask me. Just because helmet exists doesn't mean you need to do it. I'm going backwards for this enemy. This is not clever. Why is there an enemy this far back activating my waypoint? This is annoying. Was there not a single enemy closer? Okay, we're just going to fly away from that one. Is the secondary fire of the Kuva Heck worth it? Honestly, I can't even remember what the secondary fire is. I just genuinely cannot remember it right now.
Two months.
Yo.
What is the best healing helmet ability?
Airsoft Sniper, thank you very much for the 2 months, my dude. What's the best helmet healing ability? If you're healing yourself... let me think. It's probably... That's tough. It depends on the situation. We'll walk through them after this mission. We'll walk through them. Give you a proper look over there, eh? We'll walk through them after this mission. I think secondary is just fire all the shots at once. Okay. Well, depending on exactly how that's done, it might have uses. Ooh, Syndiver reprint. Sure, I'll take that. I will take that. Yeah, we'll break from the Relic Simones. We'll have a look at the healing options in Helmet for Airsoft. — 24 Void Traces, just a little bit. Not a huge amount. It's basically it for saying I'm going to be feeling some real good vibes in like half hour. Oh, fair enough. Hopefully it's a very good thing then for you, dude. Alright, let's have a look. What are the healing options we've got over here? Let's walk through them for you.
Disgusting, is it not, operator? Or just would enjoy.
Alright, not healing, not healing. So that is healing for allies, not for yourself. It doesn't heal on its own, but what you can do is you can get the augment Rift Haven. Yeah, that's the name of it. And that will heal up your allies. It can be used on defense operatives as well. So things like in arbitrations, you can use that to heal them and put them in a rift. So that is a healing option. This is a entire team healing option. It's static though. So you cast it on an enemy and then you're holding it in that location. The more health you have, the more powerful this is. It's very good for frames like Grendel. But if you are on the move at all, then it's a pretty trash option for healing. Let's see. Heals, 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 heals. That's a shield heal. Doesn't really count. You can use it, but yeah. Health orbs. Not amazing, but it is a source of healing. Most notably is that it also gives you ammo and energy, so it all works well together, but yeah, mostly it comes down to a couple of empowered health orbs at best, which is, you know, a couple hundred health, but it's not a lot of healing. Fire Blast, you can get a healing augment for that, but it's really not amazing. Gloom, absolutely incredible healing ability. It's an overpowered ability. It's really bonkers that they made this one the subsume ability from Sevagoth, but yep, there you go. I suppose that's one way to get people to do Railjack. Because it's a lifesteal one, and we deal bajillions of damage, so you basically are just constantly fully healed whilst you got it active. If you don't want the slow from it, you can go for minimum range. You still get the lifesteal even when you attack enemies outside of its range, because you are the one inside the range. That's pretty much your best one overall. Let's see, other bits and pieces. Molt with regenerative molt augments, that can heal you. It gives you a way of shield gating very effectively. Status cleansing, so that's a nice all-in-one restoration ability once you add on the augment. Nourish gives a little bit of healing. It's actually trash for healing, so I just wouldn't, but it does heal. Pillage, again, it's a shield one. Lots of shield health, but yeah, it's not amazing. Again, rebuild shields, restore your shields, but it's not amazing. That one's pretty much a Hildren ability, to be honest. Let's see. I don't think any of those ones will heal. Voracious Metastasis. Yeah, Voracious Metastasis can consume energy to heal yourself. This will give you a total of 500 health. It heals over time at 58 points a second. So that's a significant amount of health. The downside is you're using that rather than, say, you know, using Gloom. But this also gives energy to allies, so it's self-heal with energy support. So it's a different way of handling things. Yeah, there's other healing options, Dutch. They were just asking about the Helmet abilities. They were just asking about those. So in terms of the best, I hope that covers it suitably there for you, F-Soft. I hope that plays it up nicely. Lo-fi vibes? Yeah, sure. Let's grab some lo-fi. Let's switch over to lo-fi. Where is the lo-fi? There it is. Hit play. And because it's always a bit quiet, let's just buff the volume a little bit. There we go. Wunderbar. Alright, let's crack up some more stuff. I'm going to switch over to the Brammer. If I can find where it is. Scroll past it, haven't I? There it is. I don't know why I didn't notice that there. And capture, Lith, Radiant. Yep, go. Beautiful. It is really lovely seeing that glyph there. When I first started making videos for Warframe, honestly, I had no faith in having a glyph in the game, to be quite honest. The videos I'm making, the very first ones, I was just kind of faking them, to be honest with you. I had the idea that, you know, I could use what little video editing skills I'd already accrued through time and fiddling with video editing software. Try and figure out what kind of stuff will be helpful, what kind of vibe I wanted to go for. You'll notice from my earlier videos that the vibes do mix around. I try different things here and there. And the biggest thing is that I was just doing it to do something that wasn't working in a call center. At that time, I never expected to be at this stage here with what? We've got 133 of you watching right now. Hear me lament this. Got a glyph in the game. Incredible support over on all the channels. Twitch, on YouTube, over on Discord channels, even over on Patreon. We've got someone in every tier. More than one in some tiers. I love that. Absolutely love it. And to think it all started when I just went, this is Equinox. Oh no, so I am Equinox. And this is also Equinox. She is me, and I am her. A toast to growth indeed, Zom. Toast to growth indeed. Oh. Not the most amazing pieces to pick up, but you know what? I'll take the Kogaki. I'll take the oh, actually, yeah, Kogaki. I'll take that one. Sometimes it's the first time you've ever seen a content creator use a Goober Brammer. I think a lot of people, a lot of creators like myself, have used the Brammer so much that using it just feels too easy, too simple, too basic. But sometimes you just want basic. Even if it deals 97% of the damage dealt in a Lith mission, which is honestly ridiculous. Also, I love how I've got 97% damage dealt and everyone else is 0% damage taken. Well, actually, no, there were kills happening. I was going to say, did I end up with all the kills? But no, other people were killing. It's just, I was the only one that got shot. Okay, fair enough. I will take a bullet for you guys, apparently. Is this a good Atlas stat stick, if I'm asking? I mean, I did a statsy video for Atlas. Let's see what we got here. I can't remember if Atlas actually has much in the way of crit chance. Doesn't Atlas have a 5% crit chance? Pretty sure it's a 5% crit chance. So you've managed to, with 2 mods, get yourself all the way up to, what's that? Gonna be like 20... I want to say like 27% crit chance? Somewhere around there? Yeah. Not amazing pickup. Oh, and you've got Blood Rush here as well. Oh, good God. You've really gone in on the crits. I'm glad you might as well. Yeah, no, that's not a good stat stick for Atlas. Unless he actually has a lot more crit than I thought. Has low crit, but builds combo. It doesn't matter that it builds combo. You can't look at crit that's low and go, yeah, but I can make it bigger. Opportunity cost. You could be modding other things. It's like looking at something that has 2% status chance. You go, but I can buff it up. You know, if I give it 500% status, then it goes from 2 to 12. And it's like, yeah, but trying to get it to do the wrong thing. No. Gidlix, check out my stat stick guide. You'll do far better when you understand what the ability is actually capable of, what it keys off. Crits are really not the be-all and end-all. All crit is, literally all a crit is, with scant exception of things like Eidolons, all a crit does is increase the amount of damage you do by a fixed multiplier. That's it. There's nothing else special about them. There are some mods that key off of crits, that make them do slightly more interesting things. I can't think of a single one that would affect Atlas's punch. Yeah. Skip the crits. Just skip the crits. It does have a direct damage buff on combat? Yeah, that has absolutely nothing to do with the crits. Nothing to do with it. Red crits are sexy. You're not getting red crits on Atlas's punch without some serious external support. Those mods are not giving you red crits. Is Warframe popular in the UK? I don't know if it's more popular than one might expect, so if it's weighted towards the UK, but it's certainly well played. Well played around the world. It's one of the top played games on Steam, if I recall correctly, so, you know. And that's only counting the Steam players. Warframe is played by many, like myself, not at all through Steam. Yeah, Warframe's just a popular game. Okay, another Kogaki Prime boot. Sure, why not? We'll have a pair of them. Then it needs 2 to build it, so sure. We'll chuck it into the stockpile. Trying out Warframe info. Okay. May you join? Liv, you may join. Yes. Let's see. Who has been in the longest today? I think it was Sabotage Rage. I think, because, yeah. Gidlix joined us somewhat recently, so... Oh, no, Gidlix is opening up the spot. Alright, that works even better. Thank you, Gidlix. That makes everything a lot easier. Liv, there is indeed a spot. Come on in. Perfect timing. There we go. Let's crack in on to this one. Let's see. I have got Strungar, a Bronco, we've got Nezha. Let's take this one. Let's take this one. I ain't gonna say it, guys. I ain't gonna say it. Y'all know what I'm thinking. I ain't even saying it. It's not a requirement. You see a lot of British streamers for this game. We have the natural +2 to persuasion for telling us how things work due to the accent. Alright.
We received intel that somebody
Alright, if you feel so.
operations is here. Find them and capture
Should I play Vermin at all? Not often, no. Not often, as I typically don't do a lot of the missions that Vermin is actually good for. I don't play a lot of him, no. Not because he's bad, but because he's good at something I don't usually do.
excellent work.
I know right, Evelyn. I know right, yeah?
Back at base.
Which
Your part
accent?
is done here, Tenno.
Which accent indeed?
Prepare for incoming support.
For those of you unaware, in the UK, if you go 10 miles in any direction, the accent changes.
That's it.
And if you think that's an understatement, it's really not. Or an overstatement, even. We've got about as many accents as we have counties. "10 miles might be a little generous. I know if I go 10 miles that way, it's definitely a different accent. And in fact, all around me it's a different accent, because the accent I have, I didn't pick up yet, because this is somewhere I've moved to since I got my accent. And my accent is also distinctly different from the accent typical of people where I grew up from. So, you know, 10 miles ain't that far wrong. Except the accent is like a whole other language. Ah, we've got that too, yeah. You go particularly far north in UK. You go to the right parts of northern England or into Scotland, and the accent's evolved into something entirely different there. It goes well beyond accent. Oh, hello. Now that is a pickup you like to see. 31 platinum for that limbo piece. Ooh, that's a nice one. Yeah, that's right, Nick Williams. Yeah, dialects. That's what it becomes. Yeah, there are a heck of a lot of different accents. Unless you're putting it on, people across the UK can get a good idea as to where you're from very quickly just by listening to you. And when I say where you're from, I'm not saying like where you're from down to, oh, you're from England, you're from Scotland. No, I mean it a lot narrower than that. We may be a small island compared to a lot of countries out there, but it is a dense one, and I don't just mean thick, there's plenty of that, but no. Densely populated, and that has led to a lot of accents. That plus, you know, all the times we also have been invaded. That happens. Of course, we get a limbo part the moment you leave. Well, you know, Gilix, it's because you left that someone who actually had the relic for it arrived. Yeah, that's what it works. Scone or scone? Depends on how I'm feeling on that day, to be honest. Sometimes it's scone, sometimes it's a scone. It's reached a point with the interactions work that I do online. It has reached a point where even I'll just slip in Americanisms
On a capture mission.
without even intending it.
Capture and extract our target.
I mean, I picked up Jarl because I like the word Jarl. Jarl is a great word. But other times, I'll just pick up bits and pieces which are very distinctly non-English. It's American. As civilization would say, it's a cultural victory there.
To the extraction point. Well done.
I mean, it's a cultural influence, not if they reached a victory.
Ignore our original
Oh, we gotta do the murder objective. Alright. Leave nothing alive. Does that count the mowers too? Because they're kind of, you know, technically. I mean, if we're being realistic here. Yoldentov. Yeah, Yolentadov. Sorry, Space Gate. Yolentadov? I'm not sure I can quite pass that one. I know Yoldov. And it is always really fun teaching Yoldov to someone who is a, what's it? Where's this freaking... Wait, what the? Teaching Yoldov to someone who is learning English as a second language. Yoldov is great. You all wouldn't have? Well, you got the D in the wrong place then. Well, definitely, they've got the D in the wrong place. That's your won't would have. It doesn't work. I need a lot more reactant. What am I doing? I got so lost on Yoldov that this is happening. Yoldov is a great one. Because when written out, I swear to God, it looks like it should be something out of an elven fiction book. Not an actual honest-to-God word people say. What I think of you ain't? Just a word. You are not, yaint. Yoldov? Yeah. And it's got more apostrophes than that. You becomes y. Then it's apostrophe. All is just all. Then it's would. So that comes down to just a D with apostrophe before it. So Y apostrophe all apostrophe D. And apostrophe VE for have. You all would have. Yoldov. You'll have had a great time down at the bar. Honestly, you missed out. That kind of a sentence. And when I explain it like that, they hear how naturally it flows. They realise they've probably heard someone say, Yoldov loved it. And they go, oh God, why is English like this? Why? Which, yeah. When did this become a stream talking about the English language? Ah, when it came up. That's fine. Elio! Elio! There you are. Elio. Struggling with reacting since, well, how long ago? Oh, hello. It's been a long time since I've seen an Equinox piece. Okay. There we are. We'll pick that one up. English is just 3 languages in a trench coat? Oh, it's far more than that. English is an amalgamation of everyone who has ever invaded us and everyone we have chosen to invade. English is more what happens when a language of trade is smushed into an entire culture. Do I reheat leftover pizza or eat it cold? I reheat. Am I looking for any specific pieces or just cracking fun? Cracking for fun. We're just looking for the valuable stuff. Get the shiny shinies, pass them off to someone else who's got some shiny platinum, and then I can grab whatever the hell I want. This is the main source of my platinum, which I would show you, but there is currently a mission starting. But yeah, it's the main source of my platinum because I just like cracking open relics. Sometimes I get trash and I just grab a formal blueprint. Sometimes it goes, hey, would you like something worth 64 platinum? I'm like, hell yes, I'd take something worth 64 platinum, give me. It's moish.
We received intel that somebody vital to enemy operations is here. Find them and capture them.
Yeah, the go live message today was quite literally ducats. With spaces between every letter because I'm extra like that. By the way, I think it's about time. We've not had a reminder of this in a long time. If you're not sure about curios yet on this stream, then you are clearly not a regular because here is a curio. Every single time you have come through this room, every single time you've seen this room, and everyone here has seen this room, that has always been there. Every single time. Scan it. And then go scan all the others. They're in fixed locations on certain tiles. If you ever think it was not there when you've looked, you were wrong, it is always there. Have fun. I've scanned them all. Now you can. If you don't have Golden Instinct, maybe wait for that. It's a lot nicer to do once you got that. Do I crack relics just as intact? So, you need to open up relics to get Void Traces. That's just a fact. So, you might as well open them up intact. And then, once you've got Void Traces, you can upgrade the ones which are going to give you the extra shiny stuff. Or to give you things which you are trying to get yourself rather than farm platinum to purchase.
That's it. You opened the relic.
So, Void Traces best spent on the ones which give you shiniest parts. And then otherwise, all the other relics, just chuck them in the can. What's it do when you scan them all? So when you scan some of the curios, you'll get a... what do you call it? I think you get an emblem. Once you've got most of the curios, you'll be able to get a glyph of a curio. And then once you've got all of them, you'll get a curio of your own to place just as a decoration. As you unlock it as well, you also unlock a poem to read, but you can just read that poem on the wiki if you don't care. Didn't know about it, but you've already scanned that one. I probably told you about it then, Liv. You've been here for a while, so I probably already told you that one. Yeah, curios are a cosmetic thing. The poem gives you some insight into some lore of Warframe. As I say, there is the decorative piece you can put down as well. Quintus, are you still here at the moment? I don't know if Quintus is actually here right now. Because I know that Quintus has been trying to see where I put down the curio for a long time. Isn't it Great Queen Lore? I believe it is, yeah. So if I just head into my codex for just a little bit of a spoiler. We go... objects, curio. I think that's... Oops. Here we go. So this is the kind of thing that unlocks. There's a bunch of sections, so I can scroll for more, but this is what you're looking at once you've unlocked them. So each curio gives you one line of the poem. And each curio is a specific line, so you can't just scan the same one 50 odd times over. You have to find them all to unlock it all. Quintus, you still here, my dude? I think he might be on a tea break. No worries. Yeah, I've had the curio just out ready to be found for a long time. What's the overlay for the relic rewards? So that is Warframe info, WF info, my dude. If you do exclamation mark WF info, you'll get a link to the video with all the details on it, and in that video is also the link to get the companion up yourself. There you are, Snore's linked it for you.
You are here to find
My pleasure, Makilla.
and bring them to the extraction point. Happy hunting.
Remember guys, as well, we have got the Platinum giveaway. It's going to be run at the end of the stream, which is a little bit over half an hour. So if you haven't already, grab yourself a ticket so you're in with a chance to win it. Doesn't matter what platform you're on. Whilst you're at that, whilst you are grabbing a ticket, just make sure you double check your subscription status, you know? Because if you're not a subscriber, you could be. Support the channel, get emotes, get a lovely blue badge, access to the supporter tea lounge. And when you resubscribe the next month, you even get yourself a text-to-speech message. I mean, you know, that's all the benefits. Why not?
Captive has been exported to the extraction point. Well done.
Oh, that's good news, Space Cadet. I'm glad you've been able to get some good farms going. Running Dragon Vaults all day, still haven't got overextended. Yeah, I didn't do the vaults for most of the corrupted mods. I just purchased them. Like, for the price that corrupted mods go for, it's honestly just worth it to me to just purchase the ones I needed from other players, rather than go through the hassle of fighting RNG for it. Especially as it comes at the cost of Void Traces, too. And it's only a tiny amount, it's 5 at a time, but that adds up when you're farming. Oh, in real life, Space Cadet. Well, fair enough. You've been hardcore farming IRL then.
It's been cracked open.
Let's face it, IRL's a grind, so, you know. Give it the same consideration, I suppose. What do I do with friend requests I get in-game? It depends on the friend request. If it is someone I recognise, or if they put an actual message to it, I'll usually accept it. If I just get a friend request out of the blue and I have no idea who the hell they are, if I just get a friend request from X77X794, I'm like, Bruh. Not even going to say hello. I just reject it out of hand. If someone can't even take the time to say hi... Nah. Come on now. Try harder. The irony is that everyone that applies to isn't even going to hear this message. I can feel that a bit of my lip is falling off. That's really annoying. Just decided to flake on itself. Ugh. Why must the human body be such a meanie? Alright, we still got a few more radiants to go. I'm surprised I actually ganked quite a few of these, but that was the best bruh there is. Bruh. I think that is definitely a West Midlands source, that one. I used to live in a rough part of the West Midlands and used to work in another rough part. Moved to yet another rough part, you know. You pick up some pieces. I don't have a lot of the accent there because, well, I didn't want that accent. Right from an early age, I knew I did not want the local accent. But bits slip through. Little bits from time to time. I may have passed as a local in Brighton for a couple of years, to most people's knowledge, until they were told otherwise. But every now and then, something would give it away. Remind them, nope, I am one of those dirty Normans. Yes, one of them phrased it that way. I'm pretty sure it was tongue-in-cheek, but you know, it is Brighton, you never can be quite sure. Play saying, got AC in my room, new Elite Series 2 controller, new phone, Fitbit, Oculus Quest 2, 50 days worth of edibles, and custom Joy-Cons you made? Nice! Yeah, I've been up to a lot there, Space Cadet. Fair dude. Filling up with all the goodies. I know, definitely. I'm not that northern. But as far as the locals of Brighton are concerned, if you are north of the orbital of London, then you are northern. They're a funky bunch in that regard, you know. If you're from a location where house prices are measured in hundreds of thousands rather than millions, you're apparently northern, you know. Hello, Mega Man. We're doing alright. We're doing alright. Cracking some relics, getting some nice shiny pieces. Got a lovely limbo piece earlier. We're just chilling today. Does Nightwatch Napalm use Ogress's modded status chance? Can't remember, to be quite honest with you. You'll have to double check on the wiki. Well, that is a pile of trash. There's not even a former blueprint for me to pick up. This is all just bad. I'm just going to take the Paris piece out of spite, but this is bad. Ugh. So, in a second response to your question, Mega Man, we were doing fine right up until all four of those relics decided to just be meanies. Now we're not doing quite as right. We're 83%, okay. Dear. It's fine. You win some, you lose some. That's relics for you. Loot boxes, except you don't have to pay for them. Let's just try again. Have I got more radiance still? I have. Wow, I've still got a couple more radiance. This is great. You're 83% gone. Space getting spaced out. Well, I mean, you did say you had yourself, what, 50 days worth of edibles? I hope they do last 50 days, my dude. You know? As much as you may be piloting your ship, make sure you still can get back to land, alright? Don't get yourself lost out there in the cosmos. I mean, we could send a cat to find you, but I don't know how good a cat is going to be at that. Best way to farm Radiant Relics is to farm relics and then open them to get Void Traces. If you just want Radiant Relics generally, you can get approximately one every 5 minutes from doing Elite Sanctuary Onslaught, although you're not guaranteed to get a Radiant Relic each time. Yeah, Ear Soak can give you Radiance. I believe you can get some from Profit Taker as well, but I don't actually know the drop rates on that, so Someone who does profit taking can double check that. But mostly, Radiance, your fastest route is going to be get your drop booster, get your Smeeta Kavat going, to get yourself as many Void Tracers as possible, and just open relics. Just open relics. Technically, you don't need a relic to get traces. That's wasteful. You can open a relic and get traces. Why you do just one when you can get two? Sculpture, sculpture, sculpture. Thank you very much, Lee. We'll take that. 2 days ago, Warframe got you sad? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, my dude. Hope whatever it was got sorted out for you. How do you get a Smeeta Kavat? Two ways. Either you can breed a random Kavat using Kavat genetic codes in the incubator, for which you do also need the Kavat incubator upgrade segment. An easy pickup from higher masters. Or you can breed a Kavat the same process again, but this time you also get 2 Smeeta Kavat imprints from someone via trading, and that allows you to guarantee a Smeeta. So basically it's Smeeta breeding, for which you need Kavat genetic codes. And for that process, you need to scan feral Kavats, usually found on Deimos. But not Deimos open world, just Deimos. I'll take the Equinox Beast, why not? Sure, yeah. Oh, fair enough, Space Cadet. I'll be honest, I don't actually know much in the way of how milligrams and it all works out for edibles, and I'm not really that interested in finding out about it, because that is a side of life I leave to others. No judgment, just not for me. What is my opinion on the soon coming changes to AoE? No change has been announced. I have got a video coming out about AoE tomorrow though, so look forward to that. It's not going to be a short one. I hope you guys are ready for quite the TED talk when it comes to AoE. It's a 21-minute video coming out tomorrow. So yeah, you look forward to that one. It's been a lot of work to get that fully compiled, narrow down all the ideas, all the considerations into one video. You have listened to my videos? Well, you got a 21-minute session coming up. I swear, it's longer than some TV episodes, that is. Yeah, that's going to be coming out tomorrow. The video's already rendered. It just needs to go up onto YouTube, get it processed, and I need to slap a beautiful thumbnail onto it. So yeah, we'll get there. Is a 20-minute standard length for YouTube at the moment? It depends on the kind of content. There's shorts, there are shorter long-form videos, there are long-form videos, there are super long, like hour-long. All depends on the content you're producing.
Find them and capture them.
It really, really does depend. If I spent 20 minutes talking about the Fullman, I think by 10 minutes in, people will be like, come on, what else have you got to say about this, dude? But if I spent just 20 minutes talking about everything Warframe ever, it would be the shortest video guide on Warframe. It wouldn't cover a fraction of what I need to. Why wouldn't I talk about it for 20 minutes? Because I'd want to stop at 10 minutes and then go use the bloody thing, you know? Why keep talking when you can go play? Which, incidentally, is one of the difficulties of a guide-based channel, is YouTube prioritizes channels that keep people on YouTube. Fun fact. So if I did a video that then got more people than usual to go watch another video, YouTube would be like, bump it up. Yes, hell yeah, this is a good video. On the other hand, videos that get people to go, cool, that was great, let me close YouTube now. YouTube goes, ooh, okay, well, I mean, you got people to watch the video, but then they left. Yeah. It's not as extreme as I'm making out there, but it is an impact. Wow, that is a lot of reactants in one spot. I only need 2. Cheers.
The relic has been cracked open. Finish your
I already have these pieces. I need a Former pickup, so I'm just going to grab a Former now. Yeah, if you sent one, I'll take it, Leonie. You aren't just anybody. You've made yourself known, so it's fine. And yeah, Mega Man, we can switch over to some rock for a moment. Sure. Let's switch. You haven't specified, so I'm going to put on the instrumental version. There we are. YouTube needed sweet ad money because it ain't rich enough. I mean, it's more just that's how they operate. Why would they want people to leave their platform rather than stay on their platform, you know? That's just business sense. How do you think they're going to change Wukong? I could come up with plenty of ideas. I don't know how they're actually going to do it. So I'll just wait and see what happens, to be quite honest. I'll wait and see. How much punch through does Profit Taker Pylon need? I believe it requires infinite. Like, it has to bypass punch through restrictions. I could be wrong on that because I don't main that boss, but I'm pretty sure that's the case. This is not likely to give us Limbo, but let's try it. Would you say it's worth it to just straight purchase Arcane Energize 5? That the grind is inhuman? The grind hasn't gotten any worse. The grind is exactly what it was before. If anything, it's gotten better over time, but it has reached its limit. You can't really make the grind faster. Is it worth purchasing? That depends on how much platinum you have lying around. If you have exactly enough platinum to purchase it, there are probably better options you can go for. If that platinum just kind of rolls through you, then sure, yeah, pick it up. It's huge what Arcane Energize does for you. But it does come down to what you can actually afford. A lower ranked Arcane Energize used to be a lot worse, but is now, thanks to the Arcane changes, at least reasonable. So it just depends on what you are happy to afford, but if you've got the money for it, yeah, absolutely go ahead. Sure, drop it. Because it is one of my most used arcanes. Don't know if it's my most, but one of my most.
Excellent work. We'll interrogate the captive back at base.
Let's just scoop you, scoop you, scoop you, and black you. That's all of them dead. Yeah, the thing that changes with Arcane Energize is now specifically the amount of energy that it gives you. Whereas it used to be the energy and the chance. There might have been another stat as well. Like, a lot of arcanes used to scale 3 stats at once, such that one arcane was terrible, but a max ranked arcane was the Bee's Knees. Now, the Bee's Knees hasn't changed, but everything below that only scales off of 1 stat, with the others maxed out already, making them a lot more usable at lower ranks. Yeah, Arcane Consequence is another one I use a heck of a lot. Arcane Avenger is another big pickup. Arcane Grace I make extensive use of. Redeem Applying Blade is a nice pickup. I barely said that word correctly. I don't think I did. Thoughts on Zaku? Zaku good. Come on, Chick Noodle. You've been around long enough to catch my thoughts on Zaku, but yeah, they're good. Trying to make the Void Rig. I have the damaged parts, but I need to mine its hard. I do have a video on mining Mega Man. If you check out my YouTube channel, there is a guide on mining to do it as efficiently as possible. I call out the gear to use, I call out the Warframes to use, and I call out the locations on maps where you can actually get better rewards. So you can focus on the minerals you need. Check that out. Oh, it sounded like the music just broke itself. It does that every now and then. Not often, but it does that. What's my favourite kind of stat boost? I don't even know how to answer that question, to be honest, my dude. I don't have a favourite stat boost. Alright, let's try again with a Limbo. It's not one of those links like paint. Oh yeah, he's on it like a carb on it. Arcane Aegis is about as good at rank 0 as it is at rank 5. Oh, what is it on again? I'll check that later. I'll check that later. Fair enough, Mega Man, fair enough. All the fire or attack speed arcanes are essential. I wouldn't call them essential because builds do use other ones. There is an opportunity cost, but they are very good pickups, yes.
You are here on a capture mission. You must
Likewise, ammo efficiency for secondaries, that has its place. Or just ammo efficiency on secondary headshot kill, I believe. Can you believe this is with 10%? This is 10% on my effect intensity. Let me just switch that back up again. This is how absolutely ridiculous. the Brahma is and why I usually have it turned way down. What is that? This is what people see when they don't have that turned down. And look at how much of a mess stuff becomes. And yeah, if we switch that back again to where I normally have that, even then the Brahma's still offensive. It smacks the eyes, but we can still see. We can still see the game. You know, this thing we're trying to play? Oh, fair enough, son, fair enough.
The relic has been cracked open. Finish your mission to find out what's
How does it look on max intensity? That is a dangerous question. I'm going to have to find out. Let's do it. Good God, that's horrible. That is absolutely horrible. That is bonkers nasty. Let me just go land on this pad over here 1 second. Jesus. Yeah, that's horrible. No, just no. Ugh. Ow, my eyes. Yeah, my eyes too, mate. That was weird. Hey, another Redeemer Prime Blade. Why not? Let's just pop even more of them in there. 8 plats a time. Yeah, Vauban is a control frame, so you're supposed to be tanking by making it where the enemies can't shoot you. He's got his tether grenades, he's got his Bastille, he's got Vortex. You use those to control the enemies. Again, he's even got the, what's it, Testa Nervos. They're another control ability. Much weaker, but another form. The light from monitor reflects off my face, maybe looks sunburned. Makes sense, yeah. That was a lot of red. That was a lot of red. Yeah, Vauban, definitely a control frame. However, fun fact, when you're using Bastille and stand inside of it, you also gain an armor buff. I think it only goes up to 1,000, but you know, 1,000 is still quite a bit of armor. And so that can also improve your survivability from incoming damage from enemies not affected by it. So, not a perfect option. At the end of the day, you are still working with control, which is imperfect, but an option. Let's buff this one. There you are. If you're finding he's dying, you probably need to employ more control options and have a panic button like Rolling Guard to get you through those moments when control might fail you. For control, you're looking at increasing the, increasing the range of visibility so that it will affect more enemies by just affecting a larger area. If you are moving a lot, efficiency can help out as well by making it where your casts are cheaper. They don't need to last as long because you're moving. Keeping that control up, keeping it where enemies are unable to attack you is crucial to defense on Vauban. I think I pronounced his name like 4 different ways now. 7-0. You know what? Yeah, let's do that real quick. Let's just break it. 0. Yep, Kuba Brahma on 0 opacity, guys. Kuba Brahma with 0 effect intensity. You see the projectile and you see damage numbers. That's it. Unfortunately, this removes every effect intensity. So this will remove certain ephemera. This will remove... Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's supposed to be a Void Fisher here. Yeah, didn't see the Void Fisher. Yep, Void Fisher is invisible to me. This would mean that Exmasauras are completely invisible. I won't be able to see those at the moment. Vitablast, if I was doing Void Flood, that would be an absolute pain in the ass. I'll just let them die. Corrupted? Nope. Nope. Yep. Fire. Remove void fissures from the game. There we are. Got ourselves. Let's go. So yeah, 0%. That's a bit ridiculous. Just change the energy color to black. There's still the smoke. There's still the smoke. And also I can't control other people's energy colors. I know mine is red, but I also couldn't control others. There we are. What are my thoughts on Rhino? Good frame. Very tanky. Great damage option. Got a crowd control option in there as well if you feel like it. Overall good frame. And anything, not quite following the current chat, open to ask, what arch can you guys take into Profit Taker? Last guy I got was years ago was the Imperator Vandal. I will usually take in the Morzelon just because the Morzelon is great. Corvus is also another good pickup. Normal Corvus it is. Corvus Prime, I believe, has some issues, but Corvus is great. Yeah, Morzelon and Corvus, those will do the trick. There's an option to turn down other people's effects as well? Really? Wow, let me check that one. Holy shit. There is an option to turn down other people's effects. Ah, right. I have it permanently on. Yeah, it's right there. Permanently on. I just told it. Pretty much all of my videos I've recorded in the last, what, 2 years? I've had that option on. And that includes when I've had a friend of mine firing his Exceltra at me with Mirage. That was on. Yeah. You didn't have it on? I don't know how much of a difference it makes, honestly, Liv. Like, if it does make a difference, then, wow, fair do. But I don't know if it really does that much. Whereas the effect intensity slider, that does lots, but it affects a lot of things. Chick Noodle, it's specifically for Profit Taker because Corvus Prime fires in a different way. It fires a Catch Moon style projectile rather than bullets. The projectile therefore has infinite body punch through, but Profit Taker disables punch through. So when you hit one leg that's already been damaged and the shot continues through to the other leg you're actually aiming at, well, because you touched a different part of Profit Taker, the shot no longer hurts the leg. Whereas with normal Corvus, it fires just a spread of bullets, and so those bullets just hit the leg you're aiming at. And therefore they do actually deal damage. I missed your hydrate? Sorry. Cheers. Are the Cougar Arch guns any good? They're decent. They are certainly decent. They're not top tier as far as I'm aware. They are decent. Yeah, if my game ever looks different to yours in terms of just how intense things are or aren't, it's usually because I've got the setting turned down so I can actually see the game. Because a lot of effects do make it quite difficult to see what's going on. The downside is that, yeah, it's hiding a lot of other effects. Things can seem more subtle to the point of being easily missed. Yeah, and you just kind of have to roll with it. That is another thing I talk about with the AoE meta, because AoE is a distinct problem for people bringing mind-bogglingly bright stuff, and there is no way to fix that, aside from just turning down all effects. At least no way for us players to fix that. I do prefer to see the game I'm playing, yeah. As much as I might have a red Brammer. Nothing Chicken Noodle, it's just if you are shooting at the back legs, because it'll necessarily come close to the front legs, usually Corvus Prime will just fail to deal damage. But it'll still damage if you directly hit the correct leg. This is absolutely atrocious. I don't want any of this. I'm going to pick this because no one's picking it just to give you Void Traces for being so unlucky to get that Bratton piece. Have some Void Traces, but good lord. How would I fix Wukong? That's a very long thing and gets into fanfiction, to be quite honest. Fanfiction by way of referring to just players coming up with ideas that aren't necessarily or likely never going to be in the game. We know that Wukong's being looked at. I'm just going to let that happen, to be honest. I don't want to give my thoughts on what ways he could be amended too much, because in all likelihood, those aren't going to match reality. So I'm good about it. I'm not a developer for Warframe. The capture fish is gone. The capture fisher is gone. We'll do the exterminate. Alright, let's switch over the energy real quick. Let's quickity go to you. Energy. Oh god, I've got. There's 2 to switch, and we're going right now. That one. I hope that is enough. I got one of them. I got one of the colours. I hope that is the correct one to have got. Alright, Mega Man, if you just farm up pieces, you'll get plat. Just running relics will get you platinum. In terms of, you know, stuff you can sell for plat. The more things you have to sell, the faster you'll get trades when you are available for trading. So I do trading sessions every now and then, which will take me about half an hour. I'll go through about 30 trades. It's a lot of rapid trading. And I come away usually about, what, anywhere from 3 to 800 plat richer, depending on what's sold. That's a good one. If you've only got a small collection of parts, it's usually better to have them listed and just be available. Mark yourself as available when you're not doing very long missions, so that you can respond to people within a couple minutes. Let them know you're in a mission, let them know how long you'll be, and try to get to them ASAP. But if you've got a larger collection, you can just set up a trading time. Don't need to get anything more. We got all this here. Got my Harrow chassis. Let's go. Job done. Pop that real quick. Are we going to detect anything before any of you gets here? Nothing to be found. Oh well. Like full prime sets an easy sell? Oh yeah. Prime Warframe sets sell like hotcakes. It's crazy how quick they sell. Constantly. Those are my bread and butter. Yeah, so I switched one of the energy colours over to black. So we've got black, half red. Yeah. And this is with the visual effects turned down to 10% as well. Yeah, we'll take the Astilla piece. Why not? Actually, no. Yeah, we'll take Astilla. We'll take Astilla. It's fine. Oh, we got 2 Harrow chassis during that. I didn't even notice. Harrow chassis every time, guys. Harrow chassis every time. Alright, I think we got time for one more run. Apparently, I did all of the damage. Ah. That can't be right. That can't be right. I know Cephalon Rage was busy being a Cephalon scanning things, but that can't be right. No, look, there was 7 kills from not me. I did not do 100% of the damage. I did maybe 99.9 of it, but not 100. To all of them, Gidlix. All of them. Because you see, the thing is, whereas people could pick up the parts, and people do pick up the individual parts as well, for full sets, it means someone doesn't have to start doing any farming whatsoever. They just go, I want that, and then they buy it. Job done. That's all the thinking they do. They want the thing, they get the thing. Even if they have maybe 1 or 2 of the parts, one trade to get all parts versus trying to get multiple people, multiple bits and pieces, they just buy it. That's why I focus on sets for anything. Like I'll go, oh, that will actually complete a set. There we are. Because then if I have a full set of Volnus Prime or a full set of Magnus Prime, full set of Hystrix Prime, anything like that, people who just want to get the full thing, no qualms, no issues, just give me please, bam, done. And it's more efficient on my trades as well. If I've got, you know, I've got 30 trades, I'm MR30, but if someone who's got, say, 5 trades, MR5, 10 trades, MR10, and you might want to keep a trade spare just for never know what might come up. If you're selling one part at a time for 5 platinum, then at 10 trades you can get a max 50 platinum in a day. If you're selling sets for, say, just go for the smaller sets, 20 platinum pop, with 10 trades that's now 200 platinum rather than 50 in a day. So it makes your trades more efficient for daily trading. It means you have to spend less time babysitting orders because you're not handling all the individual parts, you're just doing sets together. And they do go quickly. Weapon sets, nowhere near as much. Weapon sets do definitely move a lot slower.
Finish your mission and we'll take a look inside.
But even then, you just list them up alongside the other stuff, and eventually they go.
The enemy is broken. Well done. We'll get to extraction.
The problem with not changing Wukong, Zom, is that Wukong is very used. You know, he's used by a huge chunk of the player base, and those who use him a lot. Oh, damn! 2 golds to pick from, but Korra's the better one. Wukong is exceedingly heavily used. If you buff up 1 frame to be on the level of Wukong, you've now got 2 frames on the level of Wukong. Yeah. Doesn't really fix the issue that much. What's the mod for a prime part selection? The overlay you're seeing is actually a companion app called Warframe Info. So !WF info in the chat. You'll get a link to the video, all about it, and in the description of the video is a link to the actual app's website itself. Check it out. It's just for PC. On that note, guys, live there. Saffron Rage, hello. Thank you very much for joining me on these missions here. I hope you enjoy those lovely pieces. We've got Korra. Got a couple Korra pieces, in fact, so that was very nice. So enjoy, guys. That is all we got time for in terms of those relic cracking, because now we got to do a platinum giveaway, guys. If you haven't already, make sure you do type in !ticket, give yourself a chance to win it. It's 75 platinum on any platform, so it doesn't matter if you are on PC, Xbox, PlayStation, or Switch, anyone's got a chance to win it. I'll give you guys a minute to grab your tickets if you haven't already done so. Korracop, thanks for the hydrate. Cheers. It's not as much the power level directly, Zom, as the fact that Wukong is an AFK frame, a non-interactive frame. His defiability you just kind of set and forget. His staff is just trash. His Celestial Twin, you just deploy the clone and the clone just handles it for you, especially with the increasingly powerful weaponry of today. Also partly an issue with the weaponry. And then the only really interactive ability is Cloud Walker, which is basically a skip all content button. Need to parkour? Nope. Need to heal? Nope. Just sorted. Status effects? Gone. Detection? Gone. Even in Spy Vaults? Yep, gone. Wukong is an exceedingly powerful frame. Even down to his passive. He is an exceedingly powerful frame. So it's understandable that D are looking at and going, okay, well, he is powerful, and a hell of a lot of people realize that. And also you can just get him in the clan dojo. Compared to the likes of, you know, Caliban or Jaya or Grendel, the amount of effort you go through before you can even begin to farm them. Yeah. In fact, Grendel at this point, if I recall correctly, Grendel now has a higher requirement to get than Caliban. Because to get Caliban you need to do the new war, but to do Grendel you need to do arbitrations, and to do arbitrations you need to do actually Angels of Zarma, which comes after the new war. Wukong, on the other hand, requires you to be in a clan. Yeah. Alrighty, I think that's enough time for people to get their tickets in, so let's close that up there and see who's today's winner. Don't forget as well, guys, if you have been enjoying the channel, if you have been enjoying the YouTube channel as well as Twitch here, consider hitting that subscribe button to support the channel and to basically allow me to continue to bring these bits and pieces to you guys. But today, the winner of the Platinum giveaway is... Space Cadet 8471 Madude. Congratulations with a 1.23% chance. That is a nice percentage. That's just nice to read. That looks fun. But yeah, congratulations, Space Cadet. I'll be sending you a message here on Twitch in the next few minutes after the stream has ended to confirm your Warframe username and platform. We'll get that sent on over to you, Space Cadet. You won again? Oh my god. How long ago did you last win? Just you saying that there, I think... Yeah, no, it's long enough, guys. Fine. It's fine, you're not outside, not in the exclusion period. But in any case, Space Cadet, congratulations. We'll get you that message sorted out shortly after stream. But guys, that as they say, is all that we have got time for today. So now we're going to be raiding on over to another part of the Warframe community. Please do not go anywhere just yet. We want to be sharing this love elsewhere. See you, Nick. Take care. See you, Gorilla. Alright, let's see. Where are we going to go today, guys? Who are we going to raid? Who can we raid? Who do we want to raid? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. What are the options? I don't know. Let's see. So we've got... What on even is that screen? I'm not raiding that one. No. Option. Where do we go? I see the thumbnail for Perky J. It says, the stream has ended. Yeah, we're not going there. We know why we're not going to that one. I don't know who we want to raid today. I don't know who we want to raid. I'm a little bit stuck for choice here, guys. So, let's take a suggestion. Let's take a suggestion from Beeps. Who are we going to raid today? We can... Oh, hang on. Shah has just started. What game are they... I can't even tell what they're doing. I don't know what we're doing. You know what? I'm just gonna make a poll out of this, guys. I'm gonna make a quick poll out of this. I'm gonna make a quick poll. Who raid? I'm gonna give you a few options here. So your options are this person who apparently is streaming Warframe, this person who is also streaming Warframe, or a surprise stream. There we are. Poll's up. The poll is up, guys. Those are the options. Who are we raiding today? I'm just going to give you a minute on that. Yeah. 2 Warframe streams I see going at the moment. So we got someone, Songbird Beauty. I've never seen that name before, but there we go. They have apparently got a Mischief Sunday on Warframe. We've got Archangel there who is streaming ML26. He's just saying, got questions, just ask. Is that alright? And otherwise, we can have a surprise, which is to raid one of the streams I'm currently following aside from that, which won't be a Warframe stream. Won't be a Warframe stream. I probably should have specified that before a bunch of you voted, but you know, there we go. Absolutely, Space Killer, absolutely. Full on the good vibes right now. Rate some small stream? We did that last time. I don't like doing that too much. Alright, the vote's pretty much in. Unless 6 people suddenly change their minds or vote differently, you know. Yep. Alright. The raid is set. That's where we're going. We're raiding over to one of the channels I follow. Stream I enjoy watching from time to time. And we've raided over to them another time before now. Let's go give them some good love from the Warframe community over to them. But that's all from me, guys. I'll catch you later. Space Gap, I'll message you shortly. Bye.